I got a snake over here.
Hey, guys, man, I got a huge cavern in here.
The python hunters push deeper into the Everglades.
If there's not a python in here, I don't know jack about pythons.
But they come up empty-handed.
Not today. The colder the weather gets, the more I want to get out of here.
I got a buddy in the tropical island of Puerto Rico.
So they head south to Puerto Rico.
Got him. Wow.
And hit the jackpot.
Guys, I got my hands on the endangered Puerto Rican boa.
Invasive reptiles threaten Florida's wetlands. Iguanas, Nile monitors, and the most notorious of all, the giant Burmese python.
Snake.
Snake.
Berm right there.
You got him? Oh, yeah.
Now 3 men join forces to defend the Everglades. Biologist Sean Heflick. He's been chasing, breeding, and collecting reptiles his entire life.
I've never been afraid of snakes.
Exotic reptile breeder and cop Greg Graziani. He knows his pythons inside and out.
I got my first Burmese python when I was 12 years old.
And python breeding pro Michael Cole. He sold his designer color mutations for as much as $25,000.
I've learned about reptiles the hard way. It was a passion.
They are the Python Hunters.
Back just a hair. No, right, yeah, right there. Hold it on there. Okay, they're coming in and going.
They're going underneath.
That rock there. He's out of
I got a
focus.
bunch buzzing all over my freaking head.
You're okay. They're not landing on you. They're going around you.
You're not down here in the middle of them.
That's their
The guys are looking for Burmese pythons in a burrow chock full of bees.
There you go.
All right, that's not a worker coming at you.
Cold-blooded reptiles use this kind of space to conserve heat and survive Florida's current deep freeze.
Hey, boys, what are you doing?
We've heard how bad worldwide the honeybee population is. Thought this would be pretty cool to check out.
Oh, okay, little bear and junior bear. I know you're really just looking for honey. So how about we go actually find some snakes before they start calling us the bee hunters?
Yeah, why don't we go hunt snakes so Crybaby Pea Pants over there doesn't give us a hard time.
Crybaby pea pants? Yeah. Did you learn that from Lane?
Actually, that's a law enforcement term. I first heard that sergeant would use that when guys would cry about their schedule. There you go.
It's a law enforcement term.
But I'm just gonna go hunt snakes.
All right, Crybaby Pea Pants.
Burmese python captures are on the decline. The guys blame an early and colder than usual winter for the snake's retreat.
You know, I know if there's just one out there, we gotta find it.
They suspect surviving snakes may be moving closer to residential areas. People attract rodents, and debris provides protection and cover.
Look at this piece of metal right here in the sun.
Yep.
110, 113, I mean, depending on where you're at on that metal.
So people and their trash are actually creating a micro-refugia to help these animals survive. And we're trying to get rid of them, and people's trash is helping them.
So I take it you've looked that word up.
No, I haven't, but it sounds so good. We'll use it anyway.
Microrefugia are favorable climates that exist within unfavorable ones. This hot piece of sheet metal creates a microclimate, perfect for a thermal-regulating snake.
Not today.
Look at this cavity. Some of these are deep. There are things using these cavities. They're clean.
You still running temperatures over there, Greg?
This rock over here at 84, 84.2 over here in the sun. And in that cavern over there, I had like 47 degrees. So within 10 yards, we go from 84 to 47. That's why these animals can survive, because they move to the areas they need to.
Burmese pythons come from the tropics, where temperatures reach 34 degrees and rarely fall below 20. With South Florida feeling more like the South Pole, Burms are in a world of trouble.
A barometric change in pressure a lot of times signals a cold front moving through that indigenous animals will go, oh, and they move to find cover. For tropical species, those changes not only don't cue them to move for cover, a lot of times they cue them for a reproductive event.
Yeah, now you got a male that's left his burrow and he's headed out looking for females, and you know he could go a couple miles looking for the right girl.
Yeah, he goes looking for a female and he's gonna get way out away from, you know, the cover that he's used to.
I do have to disagree with Mike on one thing. He's not looking for the right girl. He's looking for
Any girl.
More searching turns up nothing. So the python hunters target the next site on their to-do list.
Why don't we head over to the farm field?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Farmers in Florida spray their fields to protect their crops during hard freezes.
Look, they got the big water guns out.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you get the water to sit on the leaves,
It creates an insulation.
that way the wind can't come through. That's what really does the serious damage.
You know how much pressure that is right there? That does knock you down.
Because this farm is nestled into the Everglades, over 30 Burmese pythons have turned up in these fields in the last 2 years.
How you guys doing?
We heard that you guys found a swatch where you think the snake's going through.
Was either a rather large python or a drunk on a bicycle. And,
Either's fun.
You're right.
Fun and game.
And if it was a drunk on a bicycle, because we researched it, we trailed it, he didn't fall off. There's no marks on either side. So we come to the conclusion it's a rather large python.
Can you head us in that direction? I know you guys are busy today, but...
We can tell you where it is, but I do have a lot to do, but I'll get you out there. I'll tell you where it was. There's a pothole, and I know you remember seeing it, a hammock pothole.
Yep, right.
That's where he's living. It hasn't been disturbed in years and years, and that's where that joker slithers in and out of. Now, one of these days, we ought to go out there, burn that pothole, and get around it, and we're gonna see some pythons come
out.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go check it out. Let's let these guys get back to work.
Yeah, Larry?
Thank
Been
you
a
very much.
pleasure
Wish
again.
I could be of more help to you guys.
that's a lot of
Thanks
help.
again. Thanks again. Good luck. Good luck. Any
Guys, have a
problems,
good one.
any need on directions, let me know.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That's it right there.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
Oh my God, look at the piles in there. That is perfect habitat.
Hey, look at this. He's talking about wells. There's an open wellhead right here with water.
Yeah.
You know, a decent-sized python just hang his head down in there and get as much water as he wanted. And that water's 72 degrees. That's a lot warmer than it's gonna be tonight.
Tell you what, why don't we check the perimeter for any tracks going in or out before we dive into this thicket right here.
That is nice stuff to bring the rodents in.
This is the sunny side right here. If you're gonna find something sitting out, this will be the side.
Yeah, this stuff is thick as hell. I think Larry had the right idea. Torch it. You know, there's nothing around here, just crops. There's no way it's gonna light anything else up.
It's only 1/10 of an acre. We can clear it. I'm feeling good about this one.
Yeah, you just don't listen. The best thing to do is to strike a match. Man, he always wants to do it the hard way. He's just wanting to save this pile of debris.
No rats. No, Bufo marinus.
Bufo marinus, or cane toad, is a poisonous invasive from Central America with a toxic gland that protects it from predators.
Invasive marine toad.
Plantation owners imported them to control cane beetles. Now they're found throughout southern Florida. Besides its poison, the cane toad has another defensive mechanism.
He pissed in your pocket. Ah! He stuck that marine toad in the inside of his jacket pocket and it filled it up with urine.
You think that's funny? That's great.
What the hell are you doing?
I didn't bring a bag with me. I was gonna save the glory of catching the snake and share it with you guys, but you can often kiss my ass.
Crybaby pee pants?
Crybaby pee pants.
It ain't pants.
The guys push into the brush to see what else they can find.
Be very careful, because when you're going up and over this, it's a lot of coral rock with a lot of debris piled up. Yeah, it's a mess, man. Ah! Holy crap. Hey,
You guys all right over there?
yeah, I'm kind of stuck.
What?
I'm a little stuck.
Are you serious? Can you get out? You all right?
I'm working on it. God dang it.
Oh, yeah, Mikey. I think we can cover this. I can't even see anything.
Hey, guys, man, I got a huge cavern in here. Come on, you wusses.
I'm stuck upside down in this stuff.
Hey, what's the matter, son? You can't keep up. Michael's here.
I found myself in a bit of a predicament.
Come on, man.
Come here. Push me this up.
Check this out over here.
No, I took the easy way, and I just rolled down that hill.
Check this out right in here. You go all up. I fell through all of that crap. I was upside like that.
Yeah. So picture this. Fields covered in crops. Crops covered in rodents. And you have an island paradise with cover, food. There's water over there in a basin, and nobody messes with you.
He said there might even be a well in here.
More than likely, when they first started doing this, all these big coral rocks dug up, they probably dug that out to get to the water. This probably started as the well to feed all this stuff.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if there's not a python in here, I don't know jack about pythons.
Michael's bought a new powerboat. Now the guys can go faster and deeper into the Everglades to search for pythons.
One of the coolest things about this boat is we can maneuver through these waterways like the berms do, getting from island to island.
Work for you?
Works perfect for me.
The Everglades, 600,000 hectares, home to more than 50 kinds of reptiles. But the apex predator is the American alligator. Suddenly, it finds itself competing with the Burmese python, formidable predators that eat birds, rodents, and other mammals, almost anything they can swallow. Because they're excellent swimmers, this huge wetland offers pythons a billion places to hide.
They look like some good open spots up there for basking in this cold weather.
Yeah. There's a big tree over there. It's probably a good island. Start there and work our way back. That gives us a focal point to start at next time to go that way.
Good deal.
If we decide to bring Sean back. I mean when. I mean when. It's like a pretty decent area.
There looks like a good spot right there. This is some good cover here. Yeah, if we're gonna find anything today. This looks like a really good spot.
It's thick, that's for sure. Good to go?
Good to go, man.
"10,000 islands dot the Everglades.
If we still got berms out here, this is a good place.
Their thick mangrove and tall grasses make perfect camouflage for Burmese pythons.
This stuff is thick. It's nasty.
This is that needle in a haystack, which makes it so difficult for us to get these berms out of the Everglades because of terrain like this. I mean, you're standing 3 feet away from me, I can barely see you through the brush.
I've never heard you complain about not being able to see me before.
So maybe we can find some rocks where these guys can get up and bask.
Sounds good.
They're searching for an open patch of sunlight where a cold-blooded reptile can recharge its energy reserves.
Snake! I got a snake over here.
What you got? Coming. Coming through. It's not a berm.
No, not a berm.
What do you got?
You're sitting up and look at this.
Holy cow. It's a rough green snake.
Rough green.
That's an awesome find. He's healthy, too.
The rough green is also called the grass snake. It eats insects and can grow to about 1 meter. Although common throughout the southeastern U.S., the South Florida rough greens are in decline for unknown reasons.
You know, the neat thing about those, you can see the pupil, the round pupil in the eye so well with that species. It makes it so easy to identify as a non-venomous North American species.
Look at this. You want to talk about something that blends in here? Check this out. Look at that. I mean, you can't even... Hey, you'll lose him in a heartbeat. His head's way over here.
you want to talk about camouflage, it doesn't get any better than that.
No.
And this type of growth.
Yeah, look at what he's doing.
He's shaking.
Yeah, back and forth.
It's a camouflage mechanism to appear to be just like the leaves. Chameleons do the same thing when they rock.
Yep, when the wind
Walk
blows.
up and down.
Yep, they think.
Yeah.
Yep, there he's doing it again.
He's yawning. He's yawning.
It's so cool when they do that. You know, Greg, I would so much rather find snakes like this that belong here, that we can photograph and pick up and look at and let go on their way than berms. So much better.
I totally agree.
All right, man. Good catch.
All right, let's
Head
go
this
find
way.
something bigger.
So where's this big boy you got while I was gone?
Right there.
Holy cow.
Back at Sean's reptile sanctuary, this giant African sulcata tortoise is finding refuge.
He is a machine. He's a beast. Look at that thing. Napoleon, I think you better find somewhere to hide, brother.
Hey.
So, they just found this? Where'd they get this? Come here, buddy.
Somebody didn't want it anymore. It was at the shelter.
Oh, so they just turned it in. Mm-hmm. He's a big animal. People don't understand. Look at the size of that beast. He's well over 100 pounds.
Uh-huh.
It's got to be.
These tortoises make their home in the dry sub-Saharan region of Africa. This winter's cold isn't making it any easier to take care of them.
They're calling for in a couple of days the low to be 25 degrees.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long winter.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Maybe it'll snow here for once.
Caring for the growing collection of reptiles at Sean's sanctuary puts a strain on Jen and Thorne.
You're okay. You're okay. There you go.
They could use some extra help when Sean's away, so he's interviewing a candidate for the job.
He's Argentine black and white.
It's a good-looking tegu.
His name is Cade.
Yeah, I've got a lot of big monitors and that as well, but most people don't realize that they need to set him up in a big cage like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get him out?
Definitely.
Is it a he or
Sean's at Tara's house to assess how well she cares for her own reptiles.
Look at you. You're handsome. Look at that tongue.
I have the female jungle boa, and her name is Big Mama.
Big mama.
She's hungry,
Oh, yeah?
so she's a little bit aggressive
A
right
little
now.
feisty. You mind if I get her out?
Fine with me.
As long as I do it.
You, but she's been striking a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not food.
Big Mama's up for adoption because of her aggressive behavior. In captivity, she could grow to over 4 meters, a potential danger for an inexperienced owner.
You're all right, aren't you? Oh, don't smell any rats, do you? No, you should just took a drink of water. Whoops, sorry about that. She had a throat full of water.
Yeah, she did.
Just pulled her out of her water bowl. Oh, yeah.
This is my reptile room.
Roughly 1 million Americans own exotic reptiles, so Tara's not alone. But the variety in her collection tells Sean that she's more than just an amateur hobbyist.
Over here, I have a Mali Euromastics in
Oh,
here.
yeah, I love those things. I'm a sucker for those high contrast animals. Oh, yeah, it's a little beauty.
pretty.
And they've almost got like a beak like a bird and like a toad head.
Yeah.
You're pretty. Uh-oh, we got a bearded dragon.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is my dragon.
That's a nice setup.
He's super friendly.
And they make a really good pet. They don't get really big. You know, typically they're not aggressive at all. Part of me coming out here today is to kind of check out your caging and the healthier animals and you know, do due diligence, so to speak. And I like what I see. We can set up a day and have you come out and check some stuff out. And, you know, if that interests you, we can do it.
Yes, I'd love that.
Meanwhile, the other python hunters haven't given up finding a berm. Michael's new python chaser is just the thing to navigate the Everglades' 2,250 kilometers of canals.
There's a couple of places to dock right in here. And Mike, we definitely got snakes on this island.
And some skin?
Yep. Looks from what I can see quickly like a really large racer.
Not berm skin?
No, definitely not a berm.
Oh, wow, that's a good size racer.
The black racer gets its name from its incredible speed and agility. Racers eat just about anything they can overpower and swallow alive, like rodents, frogs, toads, and lizards.
That's a whole skin, too.
Yeah, it is. I'm hoping the head's on there. Yeah, it is. It is.
Unlike humans, a snake's skin doesn't grow as the animal does, so it has to shed the outermost layer. This can happen as often as every month.
That's got to be really fresh. The ants would have destroyed that in just a couple of days. And it's just another great sign. The native stuff's doing well. I mean, that's obviously a healthy shed from a healthy snake.
Yeah, it is.
So, very cool.
Make sure we don't come across this again. We'll go ahead.
You're not going to let me find it, too?
Exactly what you'll do.
A healthy rough green snake and a fresh black racer skin are the python hunter's only spoils for this day. But there still could be a giant berm lurking on the Dunnigan farm. The arrival of a week-long cold snap in December is the earliest on record. For Greg, that means protecting his baby American alligators.
You know, we've had some ridiculous cold here in December, which is just way early. And although these little guys can handle it, we opted to bring them in. Welcome to your nice warm bath. They've been around for millions of years. They were around when the dinosaurs were here. They're virtually unchanged. They're the closest thing to living dinosaurs that we have. And just like everything, people like the cute little babies, but then they don't know what to do with them when they get 10, 12 feet long.
Greg has another special mission that can't wait.
See? Here comes one.
Lane and Lexi rescued these Florida softshell turtles from the jaws of a marauding raccoon when they were still in their eggs.
There's one right there.
Oh, I see it.
As a native species, these turtles must adapt to Florida's winter by nestling into the pond mud.
You see, he starts digging. His little butt up in the air. Here now we've got 23 new little turtles in the pond. Good stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm. Obviously, with this many animals, there's a lot to do.
For Tara to be a success in Sean's sanctuary, she'll need to prove she can handle some of his more challenging reptiles.
Just hanging on to this little guy. He's a handful. He will try to nip you. Now, this is a broad-snouted caiman.
Okay.
And if you notice, he looks like he's got that bulldog type of face and jaws.
Yeah.
They have a powerful bite. So don't get bit by these guys.
Okay.
So, I mean, the easiest way to do them is you just slide your hand. I'll hold the head. You slide your hand right up with your fingers right around his neck. So take almost like this. Just right in around mine. And, grab him well. And you don't want him to turn. They're stronger than they look. All right? And you just don't get your finger in the mouth.
He moved his leg, and I was like, oh, I gotta hold on to him tighter.
Crocodilians are typically a little more work than snakes. Now, he's quick.
Okay.
So you want to get this hand out of the way, and that next one is going to be just whoop, as fast as you can. There you go. He was nice. He's like, I'm gonna cut you a break. As you grade up to the bigger ones, it gets more interesting, because if you make a mistake, the consequences are more severe.
This morlet is a freshwater crocodile found in Central America.
Oh, stop. You never bite anybody. I don't know why you try. But this one are morlets. Beautiful animals. I love morlets. But make no mistake, if you put your hand in his mouth, he would bite it.
Definitely he would.
And if you look at those teeth, they're not big, but they are sharp.
Handling animals is part of the job, but Thorne wants help cleaning the tanks and cages.
You want to try to hold him?
Maybe.
Just slide your hand up under mine. Just so you see I got fingers on two sides, all the way up. You got him?
I think so.
All right, and the more relaxed, I mean, you want a firm grip, but the more relaxed you are, the more relaxed he is.
He's gorgeous.
Tara's a fast learner, but it's fearlessness that will nail down this job, and learning to care for Sean's prized albino alligators.
How many of these you want?
All of them.
All of them? They're gorgeous. Can't get enough of them. You think you want to work, put some time in here and with different animals?
Yes. I would love to.
Yeah, no, it's cool. What do you think, Thorne?
If you need some extra help.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, like that was a mystery.
That evening, the python hunters set out on the long drive to the Dunnigan farm. In the morning, they arrive planning to smoke out a large berm hiding in thick vegetation.
Yeah, look how wet the ground is. I mean, the inside of that's got to have a ton of moisture in it.
It puts the entire operation on hold.
There's still standing water. Look at that.
It was underwater yesterday. You can see how the water had leveled the land, and it's all
Really?
gone, but right there now.
Yeah. Down in that hole.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, the inside of this is probably full of moisture. We'd end up with a muck fire.
I don't see how we could get it started.
Yeah.
With
More
that
smoke than anything.
Green foliage and the debris that's in there is so soaked. It was torrential last night. And in the center, there's actually water and cattails. It's a deep, very, very natural, but deep hole.
Yeah, we've crawled through it.
Yeah,
We were in growth on top, we went to walk across and literally fell in up to our shoulders before we found the rocks and the actual bottom of it.
Really?
So yeah, we've been right in the center of that. Like I said, when you get in there, it looks a whole lot bigger inside because you're fighting for every inch you need.
Farmers in the past that farmed this land years ago, if the rocks come up and they're too big for the tractors and the equipment to go over, they send a crew through and pick them up, and they put them in that hole.
So there's a pile of them in there.
Yes, yes.
Of really large coral rocks, which make great refuges for these snakes to get into. I know you guys are going to burn, you need to get rid of this pile and this debris. If you guys could just give us a holler, when it is dry enough. If you are going to burn it, we'd like to come out here, stand
We'll
on the
make
perimeter
you
and
that
see if
promise.
anything's out.
That's a promise. You'll be notified in plenty of time so you can get on down here and watch them run.
Outstanding.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
You guys take care.
Take care.
Good luck.
Look at this. It's so wet outside. I hear the inside of that's going to be a nightmare.
With no chance this site will dry up soon, the guys take this latest setback as an omen. It's time for a change of scenery.
The colder the weather gets, the more I want to get out of here. I want to go somewhere where we can find live stuff.
All right. I got a buddy in the tropical island of Puerto Rico. They've got invasive. They've got the endangered Puerto Rican boas. They've got all kinds of fun stuff. And it's a small island. We can, if we take maybe a week, we can hit that whole island up and down and inside and out. We'll be back.
Puerto Rico is only a 2-hour flight from Miami. But Sean's the only python hunter who's set foot here before.
Puerto Rico, here we come, baby. Oh, yeah.
Locals call it the Island of Enchantment, and it's easy to see why. The lush island is only 64 kilometers wide and 177 kilometers long, but it's home to over 40 species of native and invasive reptiles.
Well, boys, welcome to the tropics.
This is jungle. Oh man, I can't wait to get my hands on some of those iguanas.
Those Cuban rock iguanas, you know how many people are going to be jealous of us to actually put our hands on a wild population of those animals? Hell, I've been jealous of Sean.
Yeah.
I got to hear about all his stories about going all over and catching this and catching that, and
Hey, you know what? The cool part? Finally, we'll be able to substantiate some of his stories if we have some good ones from here.
Yeah, we can see if they're actually true or not.
To see everything on their wish list, the guys have teamed up with an expert guide.
About freaking time you got here.
Ivan Alfonso is Michael's vet in Florida, but he was raised in Puerto Rico and knows all of its reptile hotspots.
There's going to be quite a few adventures here. It's going to be quite interesting. We're going to be visiting not only invasive species, but also native species. Because, I also want you guys to take a look of, what we have here, that it's endemic here, that these invasives can be displacing.
You got a lot to live up to.
I know.
We get told by people all the time, I'm going to take you and we're going to find this.
I know.
How confident are you?
100% confident I can deliver.
All right.
All right?
That's a tall order.
It's been a long time since I've been here, but I'm chomping at the bit to get back at it, and I know it's fresh for you guys, so let's get on it, man.
All right.
To begin their adventure on a high note, Ivan sets course for a research facility on an isolated island, just a short boat ride from the coast. It's home to the rare and impressive Cuban rock iguana.
So this is an invasive species. How'd they get here?
They're native to Cuba. They were brought in as part of the zoo, and then when the zoo closed down, they left them. Technically, they left them to die, but they can thrive here.
Actually, the habitat here is more conducive for these lizards than in Cuba, because in Cuba they've got all the natural predators there. They've got Cuban crocodiles, American crocodiles. You've got all the other wildlife on Cuba. So here, they've got the same tropical environment.
It's more of a sanctuary for them.
Exactly.
Do you have dibs on first catch because you're Puerto Rican, or is every man for himself?
I mean, even if I tell you yes, I know you're gonna try to get first dibs no matter what.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I watched the show. So, you gotta remember though that these guys are gonna be more powerful than a green iguana. Already a few over there. They'll scratch, they'll bite, they'll hit with the tail. They are powerful.
All right, guys, let's get a game plan here. We're coming up.
I tell you what I'd like to do with these guys.
To walk around.
Let's just walk and see what their demeanor is, and just see how close we can get, and let's get a lay of the land here.
Oh man, look at this big monster male.
Oh yeah.
You already saw?
He's old.
There's another one there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, you can grab
Oh,
those.
these are gonna be
these are
like
gonna be cool.
Taking candy.
Look at this little one right here.
From a baby. Greg, behind you is a little one.
Gotta soak up that sun, get that vitamin D synthesis going on. See what's going on.
Look at the size of this one.
It's a big one right
You
there.
know, you've got 3, 4 of them up at the base of that.
You wanna?
So,
If they go in there.
This isn't like catching berms in the Everglades where we're gonna run around for 2 or 3 days between each snake we find.
I've been telling you for a while. You guys need to come here.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
gonna
this
love
is,
it.
at best, this is the you're gonna be able to reach down and capture these by hand.
yeah, this is crazy.
This is, I mean,
Little ones
the
there.
little ones, they're just everywhere, man.
This being a herbivore lizard, people don't see it as a pest. Like when you were with all those iguanas and everything right in there, it really hasn't been creating a problem. Should it be something, a predator or a carnivore, then you would be having some major issues and people having a problem with it. But these iguanas have been here for as long as I remember.
Here, look
Big
at
one
that.
way up there.
Look at that one right there.
Wow.
That's the difference between here and Florida too. There's never gonna be a freezing cold snap which would wipe these things out.
The Cuban rock iguana is a threatened species in its native homeland. Yet here on this protected island, free of hunters and natural predators, it thrives on the abundant food and tropical heat.
That's a big one.
It's a good-sized animal.
Look at this ridge right here.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that ridge.
Now that's a scene right there. Wow.
1, 2, 3,
impressive.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
There got to be 500 on this island at least.
And it's funny, it's like you...
Even though they were intentionally released and are technically invasive reptiles here, Puerto Rican authorities see no reason to exterminate this vulnerable species.
No, the giant one.
Yeah, pretty big one.
This native to Puerto Rico is often mistaken for a chameleon because it changes color. But Sean knows what he's working with.
This is a Puerto Rican earring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There you go, brother. You're a handsome devil there. This, Ivan.
Yep.
This is one of the old cages from the zoo, isn't it?
Yep.
This could very well be the cage, with its proximity to the mangrove and that they house these cyclura in.
I mean, this is a critically endangered species. If the native range were wiped out,
this
there's
is an
almost enough
excellent
animal to start the population back up.
This is an excellent reservoir for the species. There's always the possibility, should the animal become extinct, you can actually relocate some of these iguanas.
Let's go catch some lizards, get some equipment, and have at it. They're just cruising along the building.
The great thing about these, and we said it before, they've used these for old dinosaur movies and that. They just, you know, make them look like they're...
Right in front of you, Mike.
That's perfect.
Hold on, I'll run it back to you, Sean.
Here we go.
Watch him go. Take this
Wow,
side.
that one's perfect.
He's not used to seeing a human on all fours, Sean.
Yeah, he's like, what is that? That's a weird looking dog. Give me a little buddy. Get him.
Oh, no! Mikey!
Done better with my hand.
Oh, my God.
You got whipped by a little lizard, man.
All right, Mikey, hand the net to somebody else, buddy.
With over 1,000 iguanas to chase on this small island, the hunters go wild.
Here's one right here, little tiny one right here.
Oh, yeah, he's a...
Hey, little buddy. How you like that one?
Oh,
blue?
this one's perfect.
Look at the blue on that.
This one's perfect.
Which one? The
right
pale
here.
one? Oh.
Except for them teeth, Greg. Another little nice one.
Another little one?
That's a keeper, look at that.
Look at perfect.
I mean, look at the spines on this, and they hit you with that tail. I mean, it's spiked all the way down. The green iguanas just have a ridge here, and they're pretty much smooth.
Yeah, run your hand the other way on it.
No, no, that's
like little razor blades there.
Mikey's got black gloves on here, and they've got some claws. And as much as they dig, look how sharp those claws still are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you guys understand how the people back in the States that are big into iguanas would go nuts? I mean, we just walk right up and reach down and pick these guys up.
But you know the greatest thing about them? They cannot establish in areas that the green iguana can. You can let these loose in the Everglades. Well, you don't want to, obviously, but if it occurred, they would die. They cannot survive in an environment like that. They need very strict coastal vegetation and habitat.
So we'll catch some of the big ones just to examine them and take a look at them close up. Look at this big male right here.
Right here, look at this.
Watch him cut between us, Greg.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead and push. He wants some of you too, Michael.
Push, Mike, push, Mike.
Push.
I got the tree in front of me.
Push, Mike.
Push.
Push, Mike.
Push.
Got him. Wow. Nice.
You got the head good? All right. Look at that.
Hey, boy. Woo! You didn't know the python hunters were in town, did you? Huh? If that does not look like a living dinosaur, I don't know what does.
For a population like this to be sustainable with so many healthy males and females and babies alike, not only they're getting an ideal diet, this is definitely ideal environment for them.
Right. I got a question for Sean. I mean, he's our world traveler in the group. I mean, he's been all over the place. This the first time you've caught wild Cuban iguanas?
Wild Cubans, yeah.
So we're actually getting to be in the presence with one of Sean's first.
We'll be in one of his stories.
Exactly, exactly.
When I was in Puerto Rico. Hey, you know the best thing about that is? That'll be a story you guys will actually want to listen to.
Exactly. Actually, it's not listened to, we'll believe it.
Right. Coming at you. Run that side of the tree, run that side of the tree.
More than just stories will emerge from this day. The guys compete to see who can capture the most.
Oh, no.
We found the hole, man.
We got holes, boys. We've seen that before.
Let's check this out, man.
We're going in here or this side?
Yeah.
All right, good. Yep. Can you turn off to the right there? Hold on. Tie it up. Yep. About back out a little bit. Yep. There's. You're right on his face right there.
Really?
All right. There. There he is.
Focus in on that. Oh yeah, look at that.
There's his eye. There's his nose. Look at him hiding back there in his burrow.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, isn't that cool?
That's cool. Look at him.
That is totally
You know what?
cool.
If you glanced at that, that's a gnarled, like, root under there. That is truly Godzilla tucked away in its lair.
Look at that. What's he eating? Is that one of these seed pods?
Looks like it, yeah. That's a piece of the puzzle for how it is these invasives are surviving on this island.
You got him?
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the leaf he was eating. Look at the leaves he's
This iguana's been caught snacking.
Look at
Want to know what they're eating? There you go.
Deadly.
Actually, I do want to know what they're eating.
Rock iguanas have rich vegetarian diets. With all the shrubs and trees here, it's easy to figure out why this population is so robust.
I'll tell you what, these are healthy.
But there's also a scientific way to analyze an animal's diet.
There you go, Sean.
That's fresh. Sean, if you want to see, there's the leaves right there for you.
Don't think about it. Don't even think
You are the expert vet.
But not everyone here shares Sean's enthusiasm for iguana turd.
Don't think about it.
There is absolutely nothing, no secondary anything. This is like straight leaf matter.
Let's stay. If you guys circle around, you're running right into this
Greg,
fence.
bag.
What? How can he be a vet and be so squeamish?
Being a vet has nothing to do with
Get a
being,
picture of this.
you know, white.
Step over here. Good
That has nothing to do with being a vet.
Look, he got a PVC stick. I'm not sure that's gonna help him catch something or beat me away. Oh, okay.
No, this is actually only for you.
This little island also has the same species of invasive green iguanas the guys hunt back in Florida. Over on Puerto Rico's mainland, they've become a similar overpopulated nuisance.
Hey guys, we captured a ton of green iguanas. I mean, the only reason for trying to get one now is I'd like to compare it side by side to a Cuban. Michael, can you get I don't know if you can get back in there.
Where is he?
Right in there in that hole, right
4
behind
feet
that
off the
log.
ground?
If you go up that, maybe running back to us.
Without falling, Mike.
You're gonna run about 25 Cubans back to us as well.
Break a leg.
All right, he's curving back to our right.
Oh.
Wait. All right. There you go, dug right into the, look at what those, he couldn't have posed that better. Look at that. Now we gotta grab up a Cuban. I wanna see one of these guys side by side.
That should be easy.
Yeah, right.
Good way to run them in, man. Round up a Cuban. Good job, Mikey. Whoa. There you go.
Look at that.
Look,
Look at the size of the heads. I mean, the heads on these two animals. These are both, this is kind of a subadult, but this is a full adult. Look at the bite pressure, the jowls on this thing.
That is a nice muscle right there that ties into the sagittal crest on the skull. It's kind of a bony ridge. And then you've got all this nice jowl musculature down here. That thing would give you a hurting. That is just a powerful, powerful mouth. Look at the difference in the tips of these claws.
The green iguana claw on this side right here has a hook in it designed to hook in the bark of trees and climbing. This animal here spends more time on the rocks and ground and wears those claws down.
Digging.
So
yeah, digging. They're diggers.
When these guys are just much more prehistoric than green iguanas.
Oh, they are.
So they're
Look at the eyes. It's even like a different shape.
Oh, that's close.
Oh,
man. Oh, yeah.
Too close. That was going to be some tendons going
like
there.
that.
You were fixing to lose a tendon or two.
Yeah.
All right, you want to play around? Is that how you want to play around?
You want a
Yeah,
picture of the
Wait a minute.
get in here.
No.
Oh, you don't have a lizard?
Go
I
catch
need a
one.
freaking
Go
lizard.
catch one.
Hey, we got all day.
Come on, buddy. This is going to be a while.
Come on, Mikey.
Catch a little one.
Hey, we got a little one in a bag for you,
All right,
man.
he got one. Come on.
There we go.
All right, the race is on. Here we go. We're going to release him.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm happy we were able to just hop on a plane and head down to Puerto Rico, meet up here with Ivan, and check out some reptiles in a warmer climate.
And I can tell you, this is just tip of the iceberg.
In Puerto Rico, tourists are often tempted by merchants selling curious keepsakes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is all prep stuff. He's prepping this stuff.
But the python hunters know some things are better left on the roadside.
These two right here are pretty realistic.
Realistic, huh? When's the last time you saw a caiman standing up on his hind legs, crossing his hands like that?
But clearly, that one's been taught to beg.
This is
it's kind of weird, really.
It's kind of sad, actually. These things are huge. It's like he just glues them together.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell. I don't even think those are cleaned out.
This one. Look at 2 3-year-old. So this is legal to do here because these guys are invasives and they want them killed, and, you know. But illegal for anybody that buys them, tourists or anything, to take them home.
And I guarantee they don't tell you that when you're dropping your $100 on a mount like this, that when you get to the airport back in the States, they're going to take it from you.
But you could face fines and probable legal issues yourself.
Criminal prosecution. It's an illegal activity.
Yeah.
Smuggling, technically. This is interesting, guys, but it's kind of disgusting, and I'd much rather see him live and chase him down.
Next stop on their Puerto Rico road trip, the famous Culebrones Cave near Arecibo.
How's it going?
Sean.
I'm Bert.
Joining them is Dr. Bert Rivera, a local biologist who will help them get a closer look at the unique creatures that live in the cave.
Basically, what we have is a large population of bats, around 300,000 bats in this cave. And the boas come out, 300,000.
300,000?
I'll be taking you down to the cave, and hopefully we'll see a bunch of boas eating bats tonight.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
So 300,000 bats, you're talking about a pretty extensive cave system here.
It's about 600 meters.
Wow.
We have seen boas inside the cave.
Okay.
And I would expect that they do feed in adults. They'd have no problem feeding opportunistically on the young that fall from the ceiling.
Okay. Oh, this is awesome.
Beautiful.
I gotta say, man, this is nothing like Florida.
Watch the
Wasp.
The wasp.
Hey,
Oh.
right here. Look,
Yeah.
look. That's a wasp nest. You bump into that, that's what we call guinea wasps. Little alarm system right
Alarm
here.
system. Okay.
They'll really tear you up.
Painful.
Yeah.
Thanks.
From here on, the python hunters need to be cautious.
Okay, guys, we're almost near the cave. We gotta be a little more quiet because the bats, they spook with loud noises.
Now, what is this? So this is the cave. Cool.
This is the cave.
Oh my God, the bats are already coming out. Look.
Oh, wow. Look at this. The bats are out.
There are approximately 2,000 caves on the island, but this one is special.
Okay, guys, this is the cave.
Look at him. Yeah. He's hanging right down. Look at that. Look at, there's a boa. He's hanging. Oh, wow. Look at this.
Hanging from a vine is the Puerto Rican boa. It can grow up to 2.5 meters long, although 4-meter specimens have been found.
Look at him lower himself down over that ledge.
Okay.
Armed with special permits from the Puerto Rican government, the guys can't wait to get their hands on such a rare reptile.
I got you here. Perfect. Just watch your face.
He's not
There you go.
aggressive at all.
All right, you have to go
Guys,
under me.
I got my hands on the endangered Puerto Rican boa.
That's beyond magnificent.
He's chilly. I'm good.
He is cold. Feel that.
It doesn't get any better than hanging in a bat cave with a boa.
It's not just any boa. This is a boa
That very few people on this planet have seen in the wild, let alone had the opportunity to lay their hands on it. This is beyond my expectation.
He's taken a few bites in the face, but he looks, I mean, this is a beautifully healthy animal. Guys, I'm gonna put him back on his perch here.
This is so cool. Look at this. I feel like the Statue of Liberty.
You could stand there for hours like that, couldn't
I'm
you?
telling you.
Told you we would see him.
You're the man, baby.
Carnivorous Puerto Rican boas feed on small mammals, birds, and lizards. But this spoiled snake gorges himself on some of the 300,000 bats that fly past as they exit the cave.
Do they actually strike out, or do they wait for a bat to brush them and they're just that quick?
They actually wait for something to brush them.
They're starting to pick up, aren't they?
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, this is incredible.
And tonight, the guys hope to witness the boa feasting.
Oh!
He got it. Nope.
No, missed it. Oh, it just hit him right in the face, didn't it?
He's about to nail something.
He's got the rap.
Shot, you gotta be careful you don't get bitten.
I got it. Woo! Wow. Sweet.
The boa hangs by its tail and seizes prey in its jaws. Its backward-facing teeth prevent escape. And then, the snake coils around its victim and suffocates it.
Come on. There you go.
Oh, there's the bat. Look, there's the bat hanging out of the bottom.
Look at that.
The wings are just going in, sticking out both sides of his mouth.
That's a
That
tiny
is,
little
look at
bat.
that.
Most snakes swallow their prey head first.
Man, this is awesome, man. This is just incredible.
That was a good-sized bat. Look at the lump in that snake.
The bigger the boa, the larger the prey. A full-grown boa can digest a 2¼ kilo mammal. But with much easier pickings, this boa is quite content.
He's actually going to use that branch as he crawls up over it to help force that bat down into his belly.
Yeah, a little bit of friction and pressure in all the right places. That bat will slide down like an oyster.
You do this like almost every night?
Once a week.
Yeah.
have the best job in the world.
I was gonna say, no.
You see him? I gotta go on the other side of the tree.
Get his front, I'll get his back.
Ah, there we go, he's got it.
The guys are in Puerto Rico
There's nothing like Florida.
Oh, yeah.
to help remove invasive and dangerous reptiles.
Coming at ya!
He's going up on land.
They encounter swamps crammed with caiman,
Get it.
lizards falling from trees,
Good job, Mike.
venomous snakes lurking in jungles.
Snake. Oh, yeah.
On this island paradise, anything can happen.
He's about to nail something. He's got the rap.
Oh, all right.
Sweet.
Invasive reptiles threaten Florida's wetlands. Iguanas, Nile monitors, and the most notorious of all, the giant Burmese python.
Snake. There's a berm right there.
You got him? Oh, yeah.
Now 3 men join forces to defend the Everglades. Biologist Sean Heflick. He's been chasing, breeding, and collecting reptiles his entire life.
I've never been afraid of snakes.
Exotic reptile breeder and cop Greg Graziani. He knows his pythons inside and out.
I got my first Burmese python when I was 12 years old.
And python breeding pro Michael Cole. He sold his designer color mutations for as much as $25,000.
I've learned about reptiles the hard way. It was a passion.
They are the Python Hunters. The Python Hunters are in tropical Puerto Rico, keeping their reptile radars sharp. With their expert guide, Ivan Alfonso, they're watching endangered boas snatch bats in midair.
All right.
Wow. Sweet.
That'll slide down like an oyster.
The Culebrones Cave of Arecibo is home to 6 bat species, 300,000 bats in total. Biologist Bert Rivera Marchand is a bat researcher.
That's amazing.
All right, Bert, we're gonna be setting up this.
Yeah, this is the harp trap. We're gonna try to catch a couple of bats here. Take a second.
With this trap, the guys can monitor the health and varieties of the bats they catch. Special licenses from the Puerto Rican government allow them to handle any animals they encounter.
So we set it up like this, and we just wait. Well,
Wait,
look
there,
at him.
you,
Look at
there,
him.
you got one.
There's another one.
Oh, wow. Look at the nose on that thing. That is killer.
This is a nectar feeding bat. This is an adult male.
The brown flower bat feeds on plant nectar, fruit, and insects, and is the most common species in this cave.
They hover like a helicopter. I mean, they can actually take off straight up, vertically, hover around and change directions, even in mid-flight.
Usually hard to catch because of that. What you got there is a nose leaf. It's used to direct the sound it emits to echolocate.
Bats emit high-frequency sound waves that rebound off obstacles in their flight path. The returning echoes steer them away from head-on collisions, but can't protect them from the Puerto Rican boa.
I just love these little claws, man. Feel that. Look at that. You can dig right into the fingerprints.
You can just see through that membrane. So fragile, but it's pretty tough. And look at the hand.
These are the fingers, and this would be the wrist right here with the thumb coming off. You've got the forearm coming down here. It bends up right into the shoulder where the wing goes right into the furry part of the bat.
Guys, we had 300,000 of these flying past our heads.
Yeah, that is incredible. Look at him, he's just tucking up. Boom.
Very cool.
Right past my face. That is awesome.
I'm a reptile lover, but bats are just as cool.
These boas are said to bask on that ledge up above in the mornings and that. I'd really like to come back and just explore the boas a little more in the daylight, and also just to go into the cave system.
I haven't been in a deep cave since I was a kid, so I'm totally with that.
The hunters are impressed with their first venture, and there's more to come.
How are you gonna top this? I'm gonna certainly try. You'll see.
Let's black this place out.
For their next adventure, Ivan's taking them to Vega Baja to troll for Puerto Rico's largest invasive reptile, the spectacled caiman.
I think Mike and I are gonna just take a back seat on this and just let you and Greg get maimed.
No, wait a minute. No.
Hey.
I'm gonna watch and learn, and then I'm jumping one.
Hey.
Caiman are dangerous animals and need to be handled with great care. The guys hope to catch a few tonight and put a dent in this local problem.
If we catch a large caiman, you have to follow directions.
So the guy dealing with the caiman is the guy in charge on each scene, so you don't have to figure out, well, who's in charge.
Caiman are nocturnal hunters, so the guys head out at sunset. It's rumored drug dealers filled this swamp with caiman to keep visitors off their territory. Whatever the reason, they're here and they'll eat anything they can swallow.
About 15 minutes, and we should be good.
During the day, the caiman's brown eyes, camouflage scaly skin, and bony forehead ridge make them virtually invisible. But the pros know how to find them. Their eyes reflect light in the dark.
They can mess up the ecology of an island like Puerto Rico because they do not belong, and they are apex aquatic predators. They will displace whatever predator is at top. It could be a 3-foot fish that is filling the niche of apex predator, and then a caiman moves in, and then you've got a problem.
Not only do you lose the smaller fish that these guys are eating, but they eat the 3-foot fish that's the predator.
Spectacled caiman reproduce once a year. Because of the tropical climate and lack of predators, they're able to thrive in Puerto Rico.
Back up, back up. Yeah. Acá. There's one right there. Acá, acá, acá.
Right there, right there,
Right there. Get your light on it. Get your light on it.
Slow, slow.
Right there. Get it. Get it.
Got it!
Godzilla.
Look at that little speck.
This is the menace of Tortuguero.
Don't say it like that. That just sounds horrible.
That one's not very big, but they grow up to be big, and they do a lot of destruction around here.
I want you to know that their bite of something like this is not that big a deal. Put your finger in his mouth.
He's not even trying to bite.
So when you go to snag him, there's no worries.
You know, these guys get a reputation of just being like man-eaters and super aggressive and everything, but I mean, I'm just putting my finger right in there and it doesn't seem to be a problem. It's the size, though.
Not even that. Spectacled caimans are not known to eat man. They're not known to bother man until man lays their hands on them and does something stupid. That is this year's hatchling, which means, guess what? They're adults out here. They're reproducing, and those are the ones I want.
On that note, let's bag this bad boy. I think I got a bag.
I want to see you do that with the next one.
All right.
I don't care what size it is.
Yeah, guaranteed no matter what size, it has to go in that same bag.
All right, boys.
Let's go.
Let's get some.
The hunt is on.
You saw, I think, right off in front of those weeds.
Right there, right there, right there, right there.
Oh, yeah, up under that tree.
Cutting through the weeds. Right there.
Yep.
Right there.
Yes, 100%.
We lost our angle. Get over here, get over here.
There, right there.
Slow, slow,
Second
slow.
quick, second quick.
Get him!
Got him! You got him?
Yep,
Got him?
yep. All right, look at that. Yeah, look.
Oh, he's bigger than...
Look at that. You got the record so far.
Oh, God.
Yours is 4 inches long, his is 6.
My first wild caiman catch.
First wild caiman catch right there, baby.
All right, let's bag him up.
Throw him in the bag.
We got bigger fish to fry.
You know, the bigger ones are a little smarter. These babies are sitting up for us.
Mm-hmm.
We got a hatchling and we got a yearling. Now we need a mama.
Right there, right there, right there, right there.
I saw eye shine twice.
As soon as you took your light off of it, there was a ripple. All right, slow down.
There, I got it, I got it, I got it.
He's moving.
Get it!
I got it. What do you want me to do?
Tape. You got tape? Go quick and behind my palms.
Run it.
Run it up a little higher. Run up a little higher.
Got to get it started.
Run up a little higher.
Mikey's taping his eyes closed.
Higher toward my hands.
Towards his hands.
You're going the other way.
There you go. I haven't done this before.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go. You ready? Side, two. Get the leg. We get the leg. I got a back leg. Yeah. Look at that bad boy. Got it? You go. Got it?
What do you think, Mikey?
I taped it.
Sexy. Give it a finger. I bet male.
Oh, yeah.
You got the penis?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
A
boy.
little closer, Mikey.
It's a boy.
See these little just dots? All the little dots right there are sensory organs.
These sensory organs are called dermal pressure receptors. They allow caiman to detect slight changes in water pressure to help them locate prey.
Put your hands on it.
Yeah, I would.
Come in, just come in beside me. So right there, right on his ear flap, drop your thumb. Replace here, push on the left hand, not on the right.
I can tell you from this position right here, I ended up with 27 stitches in my hand from an alligator.
Thanks for that great story while I'm standing here holding an alligator's head.
Let me show you something. You see that tooth?
I didn't see that before.
Taped or not, mouth closed.
He'll slash you with that.
He will slash your wrist open and you'll bleed out.
More than 6 dozen large conical teeth make the caiman's jaw a giant clamp that holds its prey while ripping it to shreds.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys caught him. You guys carry him.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. When I saw that big male, all ass up on land, I was like, oh yeah, you made a mistake, man.
Yeah. Good. Good stuff, guys.
Good night.
Woo.
The next morning, they head out for another hands-on opportunity. Only this one's a little closer to their hearts.
We're gonna go rescue somebody from a loose snake.
Puerto Rico is jammed with reptiles. And everyone knows the python hunters are in town. So it's not surprising when they get a call about a wildlife emergency.
Yeah. We got the whole block out here standing here looking for a snake in the tree.
But when the guys arrive, the snake has made its way up a palm tree.
Can you see him?
That's a big Puerto Rican boa.
Yeah.
I see him.
That's a big animal.
That's a big one. It's the dark point off the coconut up there.
This is the Puerto Rican boa, and this is a critically endangered species, so if we can remove this animal and relocate it to a place that's not so many people around, then this snake stands a great chance to reproduce in the wild and do what it needs to be so we can keep the species from ever going extinct. I don't know whether they're afraid of snakes or they just want to see what the hell the gringos are doing.
They're gonna find a bucket.
A bucket?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Find a bucket.
Perfect, perfect. That's what we need.
As the crowd gathers, Sergeant Atienza, director of the Division of Wildlife Services, arrives.
Tienza.
¿Cómo estás? Show. We got a big boa.
Yeah.
And a crowd of people.
Everybody is afraid of snakes in Puerto Rico.
We had heard that there's a myth somewhere on the island that if you cut the snake, like if you chop its head off, the 2 pieces will grow back together, or they just grow into 2 snakes and slither off.
People say that.
Yeah. Everybody shows up. This is like an impromptu festival.
There's a big snake, and we're trying to catch a big snake.
There goes that. I asked her if she liked him. She's like, ¿Te gusta? No. Bien, no? No. She's not a fan.
Just then, the bucket truck arrives.
Now we're cooking with gas.
And the competition begins.
Who's going up in a bucket? 1, 2, 3. Oh, got them both in one shot.
Best 2 out of 3.
I didn't even have to do
best
a
2 out of
double,
3.
man. I need an assistant. You two fight it out.
I don't assist, so it's all Mikey.
I don't think that when this was new there was a rate restriction, but
There might be now.
There might be now.
I saw an ambulance go through, but he left. He's not very agile. You better bring that thing back. You see him?
I gotta go on the other side of the tree.
Oh, watch the coconut. How much is he charging this family to prune the tree? Can you see him?
I got his tail.
You got a hold of it?
Yeah, I got his tail. All right, he's coming. He's coming.
You see them?
He's got him.
All right, he's coming. He's coming.
You see them.
Got him!
Bring him down. Bring him down. Hand him off. It'll be a bite.
Get his front.
Ah, there we go. He's got it.
Whoops.
There we go.
Now we got him.
Ah, he got me again. He's
Look at
fishing
that.
just like for the bass. There we go.
Same Puerto Rican boa. Inornatus is a species we had in the caves. He's just a bigger animal. Do they know that this boa is found only here in Puerto Rico? Really, instead of being afraid of this, when they see it, they should be honored and mesmerized because there are not very many of these left in the world.
Thanks to Atienza and the guys, this scare turns into a show and tell.
You're looking at a load of people right now that are around this daily, don't even know it, and they have never even touched one of these in their lives.
We got a few holdouts. Thank you for letting us share this with you because this is great for us. Yeah, gracias.
Now that the excitement's over, this boa needs a safe home.
All right, buddy. This is where you belong. Head on up there where you'll be safe. What an honor to be able to release this animal out of a hostile environment in town into a protected forest here in Puerto Rico. It's a great feeling.
Awesome, awesome day, man.
With Puerto Rican boas, some bats, and caiman under their belts, the three amigos set out to capture the island's rarest and only venomous reptile.
We're headed to find the Puerto Rican racer.
So this is a species that the natives consider to be probably one of the most dangerous animals native to the island because it's venomous.
It is venomous. It's just the reaction that you're gonna get from the bite, it's gonna vary from person to person. It's no different than a bee sting or a lionfish. It could be fatal in someone, but it could be no more than a little rash on somebody else.
To find the Puerto Rican racer, Ivan takes the guys to Caja de Muertos Island, home to a famous animal reserve.
Mike, ready? Do it.
On docking, they're greeted by a rare native reptile.
There goes a
big blue amoeba, don't move.
Yeah.
The Puerto Rican blue-tailed amoeba, otherwise known as the Puerto Rican ground lizard, is this island's most iconic indigenous lizard.
Wow.
This is actually an amoeba exul, which it's actually for the blue coloration that you see on it. That's as blue as I've ever seen one. That's amazing.
Head bobbing at us saying you're getting in my territory, you need to back off.
See, and these guys are actually not swimmers. This is a population of its own.
When they're here, they're here. One right here, right here.
Look at
right
this,
here,
look,
right
it's
here.
up against the wall.
Yeah, good luck. They're fast as can be. We should have brought the net.
And the boys are in for another rare treat when they reach the Caja de Muertos Reserve.
That is a gem. That is just unreal. You look at how small they are, everything eats these.
Hawksbill turtles are named for their hawk-like beaks. They're a critically endangered species.
What they did is they dug up the nest and they'll hatch them in captivity to keep them safe. They can't release them during the day. They have to be released at night. So they'll hold on to them until it's nighttime. Once nighttime comes, they can let them go on the beach and they'll take off.
If they survive to adulthood, hawksbills can weigh between 65 and 90 kilos.
Look at the egg tooth, teeny little point on its nose.
An egg tooth is a horn-like structure that helps the baby hawksbills cut through their shell.
Hawksbill hatchlings.
That's cool.
They're cute, but our guys are on the trail of the Puerto Rican racer.
I mean, they're racers. They're hard to find. Tromping around through the Everglades, we may have caught in 4
They're
or
not
5.
joggers, they're racers.
That's
So,
right.
you know.
The hunters can't find their elusive Puerto Rican racer.
We're almost at the end of our rope. I think some chastising is in order there, guide. Because when we wanted Puerto Rican racers, I wasn't envisioning a teeny little trail surrounded by eye-poking, nipple-piercing, testicle-ripping, thorn vegetation.
I must have left that
detail out?
Yeah. This is still prime habitat. Any turn could show a Puerto Rican racer.
Ivan and the hunters make it to the caverns at the top of the mountain.
Watch out!
He's got to pee on something in every episode.
But there are no snakes.
This should be good habitat for the racer. I mean, it's humid, it's dark, and it's actually perfect to attract insects, which attract anoles, which is the main diet for the racer. But the racers are, so far, still elusive. We have not been able to see one.
But Ivan has a backup plan. The guys head west to Mayaguez to hunt for the invasive red-tailed boa, a species they've come across in Florida as well.
We came here to catch boas, and if I'm not mistaken, this is part of the racer's range as well, right? We're here, huh?
To help with this snake mission, Ivan recruits Jorge, a local snake enthusiast.
I brought you this guy so that you can take us boa hunting.
Yeah, we hear you're the man.
I got a pretty cool video of a 6-foot boa.
You got it with you?
Crossing the street.
You have it with you?
Yeah.
Oh, man, we got to see this.
Son,
Come
yeah.
on, man. Look. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, where was this at?
5 minutes away.
Really?
Jorge might have footage of a boa, but this day is all about the real thing.
We're eager to catch snakes.
Let's get to it.
And this time, it looks like they're right on target.
Hey, boys, look at that.
We got
Snake
cow,
skin.
look at that snake shit.
the boa.
It's a racer. It's Alsophus.
You're right, it is.
No doubt, look at that head. That's colubrid.
Definitely a colubrid.
That's a big Alsophus. Look at this.
Wow, so these things are big. You know, when we come across those, we have to watch out. Rear fang venomous.
That's 4 or 5 feet.
4 or 5 foot long, fast as a devil.
Yeah, the literature says 3 feet.
Yeah.
That's way beyond 3 feet.
And he's shed for a reason, so he's bigger now.
A shed racer skin is a sure sign the real one can't be far.
Man, some of this bamboo.
Snake.
Oh, yeah. Look at the eyes. That's what we're looking for. Ivan's the man. That's his boy.
Finally.
Look how laid back it is, though.
So this is the big, bad, feared, venomous snake of Puerto Rico, huh?
Doesn't act at all like the racers we have back in Florida.
I mean, the book says they're fast, they're flighty, they're aggressive.
Well, there's two subspecies of this snake. There's a coastal one, like probably the one we would have found on that island. They warm up quicker, and they might have more of a flighty response.
Sean's been bitten before by these racers, so he knows this particular snake's venom won't harm him.
Yeah, well, you might as well give him that finger. That's the one you can't do any much more damage
He's
to.
not biting anybody.
So now, is this a protected species?
Everything that's native,
Okay.
native to Puerto Rico, it's actually protected. So you can't export them, you can't do really anything with them except seeing them and releasing them.
Cool. He looks like he's had a little run-in right around the neck there. He's got a nick right on the back of this tail here, too.
And these guys, they don't have any natural predators, but that doesn't mean they're free of any harm. Just glad we found it.
This is all Jorge. That's yours, buddy. That was your sight. I just got overexcited. All right, let's put this beauty back and let it go about its business.
Come check this out.
Giant centipede here. These will put a hurting on you. You see it? The bite from these?
Yeah. Worse than a venomous racer?
Yeah, like way worse.
Centipedes use their venom to kill their prey before eating it.
That's quick, man. Look at that.
That's it. He's gonna bite you.
Hey, I got an EpiPen, but you get bit screwing around with an insect, I'm not wasting it.
There he goes.
He's checking me out. Don't
Flick
do that.
it, flick it.
Sean's being very cautious because the centipede's venom has also been known to kill humans.
No. Hell no, don't touch that one.
He's gonna bite.
Don't do that. Then you go where again, let him reach for you. You're something he goes to, you don't go to him.
Very cool. He's calm now.
There you go.
Their Puerto Rican hosts are wondering what they've got themselves into, until Michael finds something a little more tame.
Guys, what's this?
He's found a white-lipped frog.
It's a native one?
Yes, that's a native frog. Looking for snakes, man. You guys over there playing with tadpoles.
Tadpoles?
Sure.
Sure.
Snake!
looks like Greg's onto another Puerto Rican racer.
He went under, he went under.
Oh! You got him? Yeah. All right? Got him. Who caught who?
That was the most graceful catch I've ever seen.
I sliced my thumb open on that one. These guys are so mellow. Look, he just ate something. Look.
Is he trying to spit it
I don't know
up
if
or
he's going to swallow it or spit it.
I think he's swallowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting farther back. He's swallowing.
Yeah, he's working it down. You know what? We ought to put this guy down and just let him go about his meal.
You were disturbing his buffet. There's 2 Puerto Rican racers that belong here. Yeah. And all the trumping we've been doing for hours and hours, no boas.
It is rewarding to find the species that are supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that we came to find the ones that are not, but finding the ones that are supposed to, to me, it's just as rewarding.
No, but that's my point.
It's not the red-tailed boa they're looking for, but there's no shortage of cool species to catch on this island, including the invasive green iguana.
Up on the little table, he's climbed up and he's looking out at Sean. Look up, look up, look up.
Hey, buddy.
He's coming out. He's coming out this side.
¿Dónde consigo culebra? Oh, wow.
He's going out the other side. He's going to come around that boat. He's coming at you.
Yeah, he's coming at you.
Right at you. Gotcha. I got him. I got him.
You guys are crazy. I thought for sure you were going to come out with a few less digits. Wow.
You're the man, but guess what? I'm the bigger man. One less exotic breeder.
All right, Mike, we got to bag and tag this one, so off you go, buddy.
Got him. Let's go get some food, boys.
Let's do it.
Some people go to restaurants when they're hungry, but not the python hunters. As Ivan leaves for the day, they head back into the jungle.
Sean!
Yeah?
You're always telling us about the grubs you find. Can you eat these?
These are it. These are the larvae of a giant beetle.
You eat them just like that?
You can eat them raw, or you can stew them. Grilled is really good, but they taste like grilled chicken skin with like a peanut oil on them when they're grilled.
It's an ugly, ugly critter.
What are you talking about?
All right, let's start a fire and let's get going.
Survivor, man.
There we go.
You're like 2 Girl Scouts that never got your fire badge or something like that.
Well, you're doing real good over there. You got half a burnt worm.
No, I'm fine. He's toasty. That's what you want him. You want him toasty, crispy. Michael's is over ready. Listen to this. Ain't nothing squishy in there.
All right.
Hey, Martha.
So you just grab the head and...
You go. No, here's the deal. You can't just pop it and swallow it and act like, oh, look at me. You got to chew this baby. But I'm going to tell you right now, that head's going to get stuck in your teeth and it's going to hurt like a mother.
Well, I'll skip that.
Are you trying to make friends with that thing, or are you going to eat it? Wait. Just a little piece at a time, boys. Good. Oh, yeah. Make it a little squishiness. Oh, this guy's got a little bit of gut content.
It looks a whole lot worse than it tastes.
Yeah.
And the outside of it kind of reminds me of the kernel of a popcorn.
Puerto Rico's teeming with so many critters, it has its very own set of reptile hunters.
Hey guys, how you doing?
And they've invited the guys to see their facility.
Uh-oh. We got snake racks.
Snake racks, look at this.
And it's filled with everything that crawls and slithers.
That's an animal that we use for our exhibitions, our teaching on school.
It turns out both teams teach the public the same set of rules.
Everything is cute when it's a baby.
But the biggest thing we pump is educate yourself. Don't go out there, run out and make a purchase just offhanded. Know how big that animal gets, know how much you're gonna have to buy to feed it, know how big of an enclosure it needs, and know whether it's gonna be potentially dangerous.
If you're gonna have anything, just don't release it when you don't want to eat anymore.
One, you've got this business together where you educate people, but you also have your own. We're standing in your private collection of breeding ball pythons.
This is my hobby, and this is what I love to do. I got this nice guy from Daytona, 2009.
Wow, very nice
piebald.
Excellent. Now, is that a male or female?
It's a male.
We also call this the short-tailed python. They get about, what, 7.5 feet full length.
They're hard hitters, too, at that size.
You know what they really remind me of? The gaboon vipers of the python world.
Yeah.
The strike are so fast, and they used to train the venom people with those.
You're gonna get bit, but you're not gonna die. Check this out. This is something we're all real familiar with.
Looks familiar, strangely.
Doesn't it?
Burmese python. While the Burmese in the southern tip of Florida and the Everglades are a problem, for us, there's a chance that someday Mother Nature might wipe them out. These guys start breeding population in Puerto Rico.
No berms have been found yet in this fragile ecosystem, but there's one invasive reptile that is. Puerto Rico has a major green iguana infestation.
Yep, I'm gonna head out to the car.
So the Wands are taking the guys hunting.
All right, we'll follow you guys.
All right.
Gallina de palo, chicken of the trees.
You ever eaten iguana?
He's eating iguanas, he's eating guano. I mean, he can pick it up, he probably puts it in his mouth. Don't eat that.
Cold-blooded iguanas use airport runways to bask in the sun. That delays planes from taking off. But most of the time, they end up as roadkill.
You know, the stories, they definitely were a problem here for these guys.
There are so many iguanas, officials use patrol cars to clear the runways.
Let's go find an area where they are a problem.
Yeah, let's go catch something.
They head to the lush jungle surrounding the airport.
All right, so we're here.
All right, this is a good area?
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna try to get some of them.
Let's grab some nets.
Do it, man. Yeah, we've snagged a couple already.
You see that one, Sean?
This one over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How high?
He's low.
That guy is just buried in those green leaves and he disappears.
Greg, you in position?
Yeah, you see me?
Yeah, I see the net.
I guess I'm hands-on. Mikey, you got the net?
Yep.
All right, Greg.
Iguanas can survive falls of as much as 15 meters to avoid capture.
Maybe he'll come back and fall down through here. You're gonna come down right
There you go. Oh, Jesus. He jumped in your arms, dude.
Hey, dude, you're supposed to be telling me what he's doing. You don't hit me in my face.
Looks like this iguana lucked out with his leap of faith.
Put up the heads up.
You got the same heads up I did, buddy.
Hey, he ran right down you.
You hit me in my face.
In no time, the Wands lead the python hunters to another green.
Straight up through there. You see the tail coming off the branch.
Oh, yeah.
If he hits one of these branches and hangs on, he's good to go.
Going up?
Yeah. All right. Because we want some room to...
One number 2 shows our guys how to get the menace moving.
Shake it.
Sigue.
Yeah, he's moving up there.
Yep.
It's like a...
Catch it.
Good job,
good snag.
Good snag.
Switch heads.
Hey.
Look at that.
There you go.
How am I going to take you, lizard? That was a good catch, man.
This is the same green iguana that's invasive here that we have invasive in South Florida.
Yeah, it's iguana found throughout Central and South America. And this is the beast they're having problems with at the airport.
This is not an easiest animal to grab, and you can see it why right here. Once you pull, they'll release that tail, and it'll stand there and wiggle like that, but they'll regrow it. Something grabbed the back of that right there and ripped it right off, and you can see where the regrowth is on this tail right here. That's a great defense mechanism for these animals.
Another defense tactic is to play dead.
That's why you don't move on anything, so the predators think that it's dead, and then they go leave it there.
But the boys know he's secretly waiting to lash out.
This is why it's so hard to shake out of that tree. Look at those sickle-like claws.
Yeah.
You know? So the Wands guiding us here and going up the tree to shake this guy out. I think, you know, they've earned new names. These boys are the iguana Wands.
Yeah, definitely.
The iguana Wands. Yeah.
With one iguana snagged, the boys have to get back to business.
We're just warming up. Let's get going.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, there's another one.
The guys and their Puerto Rican lizard hunting equivalents find a monster.
There's a big male.
Yeah, we got a male.
Where
He's
am
a
I
big
coming,
male.
John?
Right side, go
Right
up and
side,
around.
back.
Take this, because you're going to have to poke.
Ready?
Yeah.
Got him.
Got him?
Yeah.
We all got him.
What the hell are we using these damn nets for? Woohoo!
Hey.
This guy's pretty feisty.
Check this out. He's been wearing the girls out. Look at that callus.
This is an adult male. This guy's ready to go.
He's a bad boy around here, chasing all the other boys off and getting the girls.
He's got a sperm plug. Look at this.
A sperm plug is a jelly-like secretion males insert after copulation. It acts much like a chastity belt, blocking other suitors from fertilizing the same female.
I'm pushing you that way.
Mike, what are you doing?
I'm
on a... Don't push me. Oh, he pushed me down the hill. You saw it? All fun and games till somebody loses a testicle. Iguana wands. You're doing good. Let's move on. Onward and upward. We got more to catch.
You gotta get him.
The boys have another iguana in their sights.
See right in top.
Oh, I see him. Look at this. Right up the top of that
Yeah,
tree.
exactly.
Yep.
Right there.
Look at this.
Okay, he's shaking. He's jumping.
Here comes. He's coming to you. Grab the net.
Perfect catch. Yeah.
Whoa. Now that's a
behind the back.
It don't get any better than
That was behind the
Behind the back, man. Woo.
As it came at Sean, he had the net like this. I looked right at Sean, and right as it was about to hit, he just closed his eyes, and
I knew he was going in the net. I didn't know what this was going to do, so I was like...
Have you seen the net?
Did he rip it?
No.
Oh, my God. Look at this.
Look at that.
I'll be damned if the razor dorsal scales is going to lop my head off. We got 3 breeders that are out of the population, so they won't be adding any babies this year.
Every capture helps, since pregnant females can lay between 40 and 60 eggs per clutch.
Look at this, right up the top of that
Yeah,
tree.
exactly.
Yep. That's a big boy.
Yep. Wow. Who's climbing?
One.
One is you.
He's a huge male. He's getting ready.
Okay, he's shaking. He's jumping.
Get him, get him. Yeah. If I got lucky, he just jumped on my feet. That's the biggest one yet.
That's the biggest one yet.
His comb is almost the length of my fingers. That is prehistoric as hell. Oh. Yeah, there's the claws. This male would be good to use for education, to show people you can keep these as pets. It can be done. But the ability to handle and take care of this thing is far more than most people think.
This is 10 pounds and 5.5 feet of claws and teeth coming at you. You're part of the team now.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
With an iguana under each arm, the guys call it a day.
Well, I gotta tell you, you guys have lived up to your new name, Iguana Wands.
But it's nice to come in and get a lot of these guys, especially away from the airport, where they could cause some serious injuries.
Let's bag these things. We gotta get going.
All right.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
Not a bad day's work, boys.
Not at all. Fistful of iguana.
The wilds of Puerto Rico are packed with critters. But some end up confined here. Sergeant Atienza cares for thousands of animals each year. Many are confiscated pets or have been illegally smuggled and trafficked.
There's your mama.
It's no surprise some are boas rescued from run-ins with humans.
All these boas.
So you have a lot of them.
I sent 57.
Wow.
Very.
They won't eat bananas, Michael.
Hole's very round in the
I'm trying to feed boas bananas.
But Atienza has larger animals in his care as well.
We find this croc in a river.
It has definitely got Cuban in it. Looks like a Cuban American croc.
Atienza, are you looking for a home for this animal?
Yeah.
I have just the guy right here. And to be honest with you,
okay,
I'd love for it to go to his facility because I'd like to see some blood work on this. Maybe we can find out exactly what it is.
Okay, yes, I'm going to show you too.
He's tame, right? You can pet him like a puppy dog and...
No.
No.
There seems to be no limit to illegal trafficking.
Somebody tried to smuggle a black bear into the country?
No, we find this animal in the yard.
So it was already in the country?
Yeah.
It was already here?
Yeah.
Clearly, there's no way that those people were equipped to have this thing just in their backyard. It just doesn't make sense.
The Department of Natural and Environmental Resources spend a lot of money feeding big animals like this one. That's why we're looking for people in the United States that want these animals, and we'll send this animal for free.
I've got a lot of contacts in the U.S. zoos and that, so, you know, maybe we can put something together and, you know, help everybody out.
I'm sure I'm gonna call you.
Yeah,
Great.
no doubt. Gracias por todo, mucho gusto, ¿no?
Muchas gracias. Gracias.
You're doing a lot of good here. Maybe we can help make things a little better, too.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been a crazy trip, but it's not over yet. Ivan takes the guys back to the bat cave of Culebrones. The hunters suspect there's a large bat chamber deep within the cave, and bats attract snakes.
I hope we can find those boas laying up on the lip of that cave, basking in the sun, and just, man, explore those caverns in general.
The cave in the daytime is a mind-blowing phenomenon.
This is our trail, guys, right here. Rain tree, broken twig, that's it.
And because the guys have special permits to handle endangered species, they want another close encounter with a bat-eating Puerto Rican boa.
Our boa right up there is still there. Look at her. Awesome. Look at that. Again tonight, that snake will drop back down, do what it does. And when it gets too big to use the bats to sustain it, it'll move on to bigger and better things. Hey, Sean, I want that one.
Yeah, let's go get that one. Let me put my pack down.
Let's do it.
Give me the rope. I'm gonna tie it off on that big tree up above.
Are you out of your mind? We've seen you tie a boat off. We'll tie the rope off.
Give me the rope.
Why don't you just tie it around my neck and throw me off the...
Hey, I always wanted my own show, guys, but
I got to tie my own knot, brother.
I'm good with that.
That way, if
I
I break
understand.
my own neck, it's all me.
As Sean eases his way toward the boa, Mike takes his position as catcher below.
He's tight in there, though.
Yeah,
He's blowing up.
He's got the perfect cover, man. Look at that.
Sean's always gentle with reptiles, but sometimes the feeling isn't mutual.
Yeah. Yeah, it's biting his finger.
This snake doesn't have venomous fangs, but it does have dozens of piercing teeth.
Says, man, I ain't never had a bat do.
Oh, he got nailed.
That's a knuckler right there.
All right, you almost got him.
There he is.
Oh, he's too slick. I gotta... Oh!
Yeah, good catch, man. Good catch. Good job.
Hey, he's musket. I think I tasted some.
This is my actual first Puerto Rican boa catch. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous animal.
Awesome. Hey, if you don't get bit by a Puerto Rican boa, you ain't been to Puerto Rico. Hey!
Don't molest mine.
The mouth is jet black inside. I mean, it is awesome, like a mamba.
The front, like 4 or 5 teeth are elongated.
When they bite into you, you can actually feel those first 4 teeth, top and bottom, kind of hook.
Now you know what it feels like to be a bat.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Everybody gets a turn.
I'm telling you, if you haven't been bit by a Puerto Rican boa,
He's trying to knock me off the cave.
you ain't been to Puerto Rico. The Puerto Rican bite right there, baby. That was worth it.
You know what? I'm honored that he nailed me before. This guy is an icon for Puerto Rican conservation. We're gonna put him back exactly on the ledge he was at.
Right back into the same hole.
He's home.
Teamwork, brother.
Good looking out.
Yeah. Let's get down in that cave, man.
Another rope here. Throw it at my face.
Let's go. I heard Mikey yell he found a boa, Sean.
Whoa.
They're heading where few have ever ventured.
Visibility is almost zero here,
Wow.
even with light.
They know that where there's bats, there's likely to be more boas.
Boa, guys, right here.
You got one? You got one?
Got one.
Whoa, you got to be careful running in here.
Look at that belly full of bats.
1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that.
Hey, look at...
Oop, there goes the musk. Oh.
Whoa.
That's beautiful.
But Greg notices something different about this snake.
Guys, look at the difference in how calm these snakes are in the dark of this cave versus the snake we captured out in the sunlight. The snakes in here are a lot cooler, and they're a lot calmer to handle.
Lights on, boys.
It looks like another species wants some FaceTime with Sean.
Hey, boys. I got a friend.
Come on, Spidey.
This ferocious-looking cave spider can grow up to 23 centimeters across, but they're harmless to humans.
And they sit just like this, and it's a trap. And as soon as their little sensory array picks up a insect, bam! They just jam it into their mouth and eat it.
It's like a praying mantis on steroids.
Hey, do you mind if I hold it? I gotta conquer my fear here.
They don't bite, you'll be all right. I mean, if you taste like...
Here he comes.
Watch out, brother. Now, these are lightning fast. He could make it from there to your face in like half a second.
Yeah, you said lightning fast. That's it for me. I'm done.
Come on, Ivan. Puerto Rico.
Don't like spiders.
Ivan, don't fall in the cave. You see him? He's on there.
Ivan, I know.
Good job, boys.
You conquered it.
You're gonna feel the temperature change right at this step. Feel it? Oh my goodness, look at that.
182 meters inside the cave, oxygen levels decrease. One reason so few have ventured this deep.
There's a bat. Right there.
You see him?
Oh, God, look at them.
It doesn't have any hair on his face. Look.
Oh, he's a baby, though.
It's the one with the big...
The nectar.
Yep.
The nectar.
Nectar bat.
With 300,000 bats living here, there's plenty of bat droppings or guano wherever the guys step.
It is soupy here, boys.
Most people would probably die of a heart attack in these chambers, but the guys are like kids in a candy store.
Look at the cockroaches in here.
Oh, my God, look at those roaches.
That is awesome.
The floor is just alive with movement.
As the animal life increases the deeper they go, oxygen and visibility decrease.
Hey, gentlemen, I'll tell you right now, watch each other because the CO2 is building up. I can feel it in my breath.
Feel that heat, man. It's got to be 110 degrees in here.
They're now 244 meters below the Earth's surface and starting to burn up.
Oh, this is oven-like.
As the cameraman wipes the steam from his lens, Mike grows concerned.
Sean, I can hardly get a full breath in here. I think it's probably time for me to turn around.
No, you're still good. You'll feel some tightness in your chest. That tightness is your first indicators, but you tend to be okay.
The guys are over 300 meters underground.
Is this the chamber?
But mucking through 30 centimeters of bat guano and fighting for every breath finally pays off.
Hey, guys! You're not even in the bat chambers. Great. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Behold, here are your 100,000s of bats.
That is massive, man. Incredible.
Yeah.
Look at that.
This is just absolutely amazing.
Did I? Yeah. I thought for you.
You know what I love about this? Is just being the one that went the deepest into the cave.
That's funny because you weren't.
Oh, I saw you try to duck your foot backwards.
And just when they think they've seen it all,
Too, so oh my God, look at it. Can you reach it?
Look at that.
Get him. Get him, you gotta get bit. Nice. He's a little one, but woo! That's the endangered Puerto Rican boa. Oh my God, look at that. He's got bats in him. Look at the bulge in his belly.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I tell you in all honesty, this cave coupled with this highly endangered boa, this is a highlight of my travels.
Hey, not to mention, you got the crew with you, man.
No doubt.
We finally don't have to hear the story.
You lived it.
That's right,
That's
baby.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Woo! All thanks to this guide right here.
Getting too old for this.
as the hunters climb out of the cave,
That's the one I pulled up on.
Ivan loses his footing.
You okay?
I'm coming to push you, Ivan. Stand still, okay? When he slid backwards, the rope caught loose in his hand and slid like that. And rope burn is just insanely painful.
Rope burn right here. And it feels like dislocated the left hip. So we'll see if I can walk back to the car.
But Ivan quickly forgets about his injury with the rush of this day.
Hey guys, I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. I don't know if I ever will again. That was bad ass stuff. Get over here.
After the 43-degree sauna-like heat of the cave, there's only one obvious end to this day.
Yeah!
You know what he's doing? He's freeing. He's urinating in our swimming pool. Get out!
The python hunters track down a breeding machine, a legend they call the mother berm.
Something to grab with.
Oh, we got
Meanwhile, serious illness threatens the teacher's pet
He just doesn't seem to be getting any better.
as iguanas fall from trees.
Coming down, coming down.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
And a reptile extravaganza slithers into town.
This is the snake zone.
Invasive reptiles threaten Florida's wetlands. Iguanas, Nile monitors, and the most notorious of all, the giant Burmese python.
Snake.
Snake,
There's a berm right there.
You got him? Oh, yeah.
Now 3 men join forces to defend the Everglades. Biologist Sean Heflick. He's been chasing, breeding, and collecting reptiles his entire life.
I've never been afraid of snakes.
Exotic reptile breeder and cop Greg Graziani. He knows his pythons inside and out.
I got my first Burmese python when I was 12 years old.
And python breeding pro Michael Cole. He sold his designer color mutations for as much as $25,000.
I've learned about reptiles the hard way. It was a passion.
They are the Python Hunters.
There's some good area.
The Python Hunters and their kids are obsessed with reptiles.
Keep your eyes open.
Today, the children are on a field trip hunting wild snakes.
Opens up here. This is nice.
All right, now we got to get in snake mode, guys. Everybody quiet, eyes open. Start looking for some pythons or anything else that slithers.
These junior python hunters all share one thing in common with their dads. They're desperate to be the first to spot a snake, but they've got to be careful. Around here, some snakes are venomous.
Snake! Where?
Dad does a quick safety check.
Stay back. I don't know what it is. What is it? What is it? Come on. Don't let him get away.
Think he'll bite you?
No.
You might want to get a hold of that head before he gets up by your face.
Good catch, Bodie.
Thank you.
What is it?
A rat snake.
It's a yellow. Don't let him twist like that. Don't let him twist. Get up there. Get him by the head.
Rat snakes are non-venomous, but they can be aggressive.
Good job.
Ooh, look at that. Look at it.
All right.
Look at that little guy. He wants a piece of you, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't let go.
You gave your daddy the good end. He just got mussed again. That's what he loves, man. Make sure you can breathe. Loosen up just a little bit.
Uh-oh.
He's not going to let go now until you let go. Is he going to eat it or let go of it?
I say eat.
I see some feeding response there. Oh, look, he's going up the finger. Hey, Lane,
there you go.
I thought you just lost a finger, Lane. I was going to tell you to stick his finger in its mouth, but you didn't even have to. You know what the nice part about this is that it's a yellow rat snake, and he's indigenous to Florida, so we can let him go.
Okay.
Find a good spot. He was right in here. Get him off the trail. Anybody else want to hold
The
him?
yellow rat snake can grow up to 2 meters. This one's young and still on the short side, but it'll grow on a diet of rodents and birds.
Hey, nice job, Bodie. Little python hunter, huh?
All right, let's get a berm.
Catching a native species is an encouraging sign the ecosystem is healthy, and it's good practice for the important job of capturing harmful invasive species like the Burmese python. Back in town, the world's coolest and most exotic reptiles have invaded Orlando.
All right.
We're loading in the back here?
Yeah, we're going right in this door on the other side of this trailer right here.
It's called Repticon, and it's an event for breeders who make their living buying and selling lizards and snakes.
That's beautiful.
Displays slither with one-of-a-kind treasures, while titans and more manageable critters woo the crowds.
I'm going to unload inside so I can move the van and...
All right, we'll meet you at the table.
As usual, Greg is showing off Jack, his remarkable albino alligator. And he can't help making mischief with Sean's main attraction, Precious, the first ever baby albino alligator bred in captivity by a private breeder.
I'm suspicious after he just said that, since I was outside, that I'm going to open this up and you morons have done something with it.
Why would we do? Why would we do? Are you kidding me?
What do you got in your pants, Craig?
Mm-hmm.
What's Sean's gator doing in your pants?
You got to watch him.
I can't believe that he left that here unlocked under the table, walked out.
Did he manhandle you?
You'd think
Did he manhandle you?
Despite lots of trying, Greg hasn't been able to breed albino babies yet, so a little jealousy is understandable.
When are you gonna make me some of those? Tired of hearing Sean's mouth. Don't let him get too close.
Things to come. Don't worry, Precious won't eat him.
What are they eating?
Oh, they're eating crickets and minnows and croc chow, and they eat everything.
Baby Precious and 6-year-old Jack are two of only 50 albino alligators in existence. But Jack's size and gentle demeanor make him a bigger hit with the kids.
How much does he weigh?
Enough that I don't want to hold him all day. That's why he's got his playpen here.
80 pounds?
Probably 60 or 70. Yeah, I don't need kisses there.
For snake breeders and exotic animal exhibitors, this event's not only a chance to show off priceless pets, it's a place to make deals, meet the public, and schmooze the competition.
Got something special.
These are spectacular. Did you put a price on these guys?
How do you price on there's only one of?
I don't know, but I got a bunch of dead presidents here.
For the python hunters, it's an opportunity to educate the public and reach out to their fans. In Florida, it seems nobody's too young to love a snake.
This is the snake show.
Yep, this is the snake show. So you guys happy to be here? You like doing snake shows with your dad? What's your favorite snake in here?
That one.
That one? That's your favorite one, the albino, huh? That's one of the babies that I hatched out at my house.
Yeah, you got a cool snake.
Now, is this a boy or girl, do you know?
Boy.
That's a boy. Well then, since he came from, does he have a name yet?
No.
Well, since he came from my house, why don't you call him Mr. Greg?
Are you weird?
Yes, I'm a little weird.
Sean's wife, Jen, wants to start her own ball python breeding project, but there's a lot to learn.
What's this yellow one called? The light color?
That one? That is a caramel glow. It's a caramel albino ghost.
Sean's a reptile expert, but here, even he can pick up some practical pointers.
When you look at these two snakes, what's the difference?
Well, there's not as much yellow in this one as there is that one.
Right? But as babies, right out of the egg, how difficult is that to tell?
Very.
Oh, I imagine.
As babies, you can't tell. You have to wait till they shed like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, really?
And then the color comes through.
And as more and more snake combinations are made with 3 genes and 4 genes and 5 genes, it's impossible to tell what's in it until it gets older. So one of the challenges for breeders is, what do you sell it for?
In Florida, exotic reptiles are big business. Annual python sales alone can reach $10 million. But strict regulations to keep exotics out of the wild are hurting everybody.
There's a lot of legislation. There's a lot of people that don't like what we do. And I think, honestly, they don't understand what we do.
The python hunters work hard with state and federal agencies to promote responsible ownership.
This is our opportunity to have a national and possibly international platform so people can see the positive aspects of the reptile industry and what all of us do.
Show over. The guys get back to doing what they do best, hunting berms. When Burmese pythons escape or are intentionally released into Florida's Everglades, they can grow to become prolific breeders. One female was found carrying 85 developing eggs, well over the average of 36. Now the python hunters are hot on the trail of another legendary female. She could be as large as 5 meters and weigh 45 kilos. But one thing's certain, this mother berm's been making plenty of babies.
Be perfect territory for a snake.
Over a 20-year lifespan, she could hatch as many as 500 young. Not all survive, but enough become breeders themselves, and the cycle continues.
Look at that in the sun, right in the sun. There's a baby berm.
The python hunters need to stop mother berm now, so her babies don't threaten Florida's native species.
Oh, yeah. Got him. The smallest berm I've ever seen.
That's this year's.
He's a hatchling. Look at his
Oh,
umbilicus
look, still got the scar.
Today, they're searching a known Burmese python hotspot, an 1,800-hectare property in the Everglades known as Arrowjet Road.
I found a 12.5-footer up in the front, north of the gates.
The guys have recruited some extra help.
Two? You found a big one and then the small male?
Yeah, about a 9-foot male. Looked like he'd been run over. He had an old hump in his back.
Fellow python hunters Mark Bell and Jeff Fobb have come along to help search this vast area.
There's a gator right over there.
Female.
Big girl.
Getting that sun. Same thing these pythons should be doing. We've got permission to get in here in this old aquaculture facility. There's just a ton of abandoned buildings and stuff, and check it out because there's a lot of cover. Got a vertebrae from a berm, only partial. I don't know where the rest of it is, but
It's definitely Burmese.
Here's another piece of it, some more vertebrae.
This is not big enough to be our mama we're looking for.
Here's more.
See, I knew we brought Mark along. He's a good bird dog.
Piled debris and metal fish tanks are good hiding places, but covered structures offer something more.
you know what abandoned buildings draw in?
Rats.
Rats. And rats draw in snakes.
It's the perfect environment for mother berm to thrive.
See the rat traps everywhere?
There's half of a rat in that thing over there.
Here, we know that there's at least one big female that's still producing in this area that made it through the cold snap. If we can take her out of here, that's a good population that keeps coming back every year that we can stop.
Like always, I think it's about covering as much ground as we can, so we get moving, we get on it.
Suddenly, something catches their eye.
Look at these gator drags. This one's pretty fresh here. Look how deep this is.
Goes all the way to the water from side to side. They're just using this as a bridge.
Hey, look at this. That is a python crawl. You think that could be our mama?
It could be. It wasn't in a hurry. It's a nice straight path it's taken, so it's not going back and forth trying to get out of anybody's way.
That's 9. This is 5 to 6 inches right here.
I'm looking at the narrowest width right here. That's still a good distance. I mean, this could easily be the mother.
No, she went water to water. Came out over there and back into the drink over here.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to use the water for temperature regulation as well as getting from point A to point B. They can move through it, but look at what she went into. I mean, talk about a needle in a haystack.
The big snake may have ventured into hostile territory, but berms are well equipped to survive here, even with the American alligator as their competition. Fights between these two apex predators are epic and deadly. A berm as big as the mother would have no trouble stretching her jaws around a young alligator. This invasive python could easily threaten the balance of nature in an already sensitive ecosystem. Mother berm must be found.
Well, nothing here.
Holes all over in there.
Oh, really? Done nothing, huh?
Nope.
Next to the deserted fish farm is a marshy area where the guys hope to find the big berm basking in the sun.
Oh, yeah. Gotta move quick. Woo!
Hey, Sean, I found the mother lode. It's an armored catfish, sucker mouth. And we've got little rasping teeth in there.
Are you gonna need a hand, Sean?
Oh, I'm good. I'm not stuck. I'm just resting.
Here you go. You want him? These are an invasive.
These are pretty animals.
Yeah, they are. They're beautiful.
I like them. They just don't belong. You know, they They den by burrowing up into the mud and clay and everything to make their dens to spawn, and they'll tear a bank up.
Our permits do actually say non-native species collection permit.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff that eats those things, but you know, it's not easy pickings because there's not a lot of meat and they're just encased in a nice sheet of armor.
Exotic armored catfish may be easy pickings, but the mother berm could be much harder to find.
This is a great spot to hide because there's a matted vine covering this whole area over here.
She could sit up in here for days and we would never, ever see her.
They can cover, they can bath, they can nest.
They got everything right here.
You got rats, yep.
Yeah, buffet that comes to them. This is Python Shangri-La here.
But this berm paradise isn't yielding up their grand prize. It's not long before the guys discover another unexpected creature.
Guys, check this out.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh my God.
Little bar now?
Yeah, my bet is he drowned.
I like them a lot better alive. That's a beautiful animal when they're alive.
Yeah.
Very regal, flying through the air.
Wow, this is unreal.
Suddenly, Greg spots something moving in the water.
I see it. Yeah, I see we're right in the middle.
Here he is. Here's a little red belly turtle right here, trapped in here. He's headed back that way under all that green goop.
He's gonna die in here.
He's right there.
Here he comes, here he comes.
All right, saved his life.
It's a nice male. Look at that.
Get him out of here, put him back in the regular pond.
Looks like it's holding up pretty good, though.
You can tell he's a male from these long toenails in the front. Just a beautiful animal and a native species, so we could take him out of here and put him back into the Everglades right on the other side of this wall and live a nice, happy life. Now you gotta fend for yourself. He's big enough that he doesn't have to worry about these little gators in here. He'll be fine. They'll make lots of babies and keep the ecosystem going.
The mother berm will live to see another day, but the python hunters have a backup plan.
I'd like to set up a cam right here.
The infrared game can up.
I think we need to regroup and come back and hit it again.
Hitting it. We keep hitting it. Eventually, we'll find it.
All right, folks, and now it's time for Florida's 5-day forecast. We got Tammy coming up here with the weather.
The next day, Sean wakes up to startling news. Winters come early.
The forecast for all of South Florida calls for more frost throughout the state over the coming week. Looks like we're in for another record cold winter.
Last year's cold stunned and killed a lot of reptiles. Today's hunt is all about catching green iguanas, too cold to make a speedy getaway.
These trees have just enough foliage, makes it tough.
Cold-blooded reptiles need sun to control their body temperature. With nighttime lows close to the freezing mark, they're fighting for their lives.
I haven't seen a single lizard out. I think our only chance is going to be to check some of those burrows along that bank, maybe up under the bridges here.
We're used to seeing them green.
Yeah.
They're going to be brown. They're going to be almost black. They're going to be so chilled.
It's getting colder as we stand here.
No,
Let's get moving.
I think we got everything we need.
Yeah, we're good. I got a temp gun. 33 degrees, 36. Yeah, I mean, that's cold.
In weather like this, hunters expect to find iguanas either frozen in burrows or recharging their batteries in the life-giving sunshine.
What's that?
It's an iguana right on the rock. Hey, we got an iguana.
They'll scare it in.
Yeah, it's on a rock right there.
If the guys are lucky, this iguana will be too cold to move a muscle, making it an easy catch for the eager crew.
Yes. Looking straight up at us, and he's moving.
Is he headed in the water?
He sees us. He's headed towards the water. He's in the water. Where'd he go?
What happened, fellas?
I can't believe he was moving at that temperature.
Somebody want to cross over and spot or check out that
yeah,
bank?
If I get over there, I can probably see what's on this bank ahead of you guys.
Look for burrows on that side as well.
All right.
For the hunters, it's a race against time. The rising air temperature will revive and energize the iguanas.
Mikey,
2 iguanas.
2 iguanas in the ditch. On this side.
This side? Quick, Mikey's running. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
There's a burrow right there, diagonal across. You see it?
Whoa, big male right there.
That's the one that just swam up. It's still wet.
Yeah.
It's still wet.
Oh, I need backup on this call.
It's estimated that 1 million iguanas are imported as pets into the U.S. every year. But they need special diets and large enclosures, so many fail to survive in captivity.
Sean, you know the plan?
Yeah.
Got a little female right here, but I think that big male is going to be easier for him to flop over with
he's
the net.
higher. He's higher up.
Yeah.
So.
You and Sean are going to go around to that side. I'm going to line up on this side as a spotter. The lizard's facing this direction, so when he goes, he's going to go that way. So I'm going to line you up a little bit to my left, which will be your right.
Mike, flip your net. Wait, let's get that female.
Greg, need a spot on this one.
Sometimes, to catch a reptile, you have to mimic one.
So I'd lay the net backwards like this, Mikey, and do a full out boom.
You see her?
Yeah.
Okay, then you don't need me to spot.
Pull!
Get her!
Yeah, I got it! All right! Yeah! All right, man, we got it. Man, I didn't say pull my leg off.
Well, you said pull.
Yeah, well, yeah, not off.
How's that? Ooh, she's cold.
Yeah, she is. The only thing that's moving is her eyelids.
She's sucking in all that body heat from Mikey.
Let me see what she's got just on her hands right here, because those felt ice cold. We got 58.
Try right here, try back.
All right, we got 67 on her back.
You cannot tell me at this temperature that she has any digestive activity going on. She, you know, I mean, she, if anything, she's a little bloated. You see that?
Yeah, I mean, that's
a beautiful animal.
If she was warm and you know, healthy on a warm day, she would be bright green, but you know, she's dark.
I mean, look at those claws right there. That'll lacerate you quickly.
I don't know what the heck I did, but yeah,
Holy
I got something.
cow, look at that. Warming up, sweetie? Oh yeah, warming up. This is one more female that male doesn't have in his harem, you know, which means that's several dozen baby iguanas that aren't gonna make it, you know, into the wild from this female.
With another invasive captured, the python hunters take a break for some important work at home. For Sean, that means tending to his most prized snake. But this 4.5 meter long Burmese python isn't on Sean's hit list.
Oh, that's nice.
His name's Fluffy, and he's been a special part of Sean's family for decades.
Where'd go, Fluff? Where'd I go? Come on. Hold still.
For 23 years, Fluffy's helped educate thousands of kids, and he's wormed his way into Sean's heart. When the weather's nice, Sean likes to take Fluffy for a crawl.
Good for you. Get you some sun. You're getting old. You get cold's easy. You're still pretty.
While Sean dotes over Fluffy, Michael's busy at his facility setting the mood for another kind of reptilian love.
Love is in the air. Better be love in the air in here.
It's winter, and for captive bred ball pythons, that means breeding season. Michael's put a lot of work into this dating game. He plans to make snakes nobody has seen before.
All right, buddy. There's your girlfriend. Go get her. Make me some babies.
He could make hundreds of thousands of dollars selling the babies.
I don't know if anybody's made lavender genetic stripes or not, but this would be a very nice year to do that.
Michael and Lisa like to pair the frisky snakes together, but they don't always see eye to eye on the right way to get them in the mood.
Oh yeah, look at that. She's looking ripe. Yeah, guys.
Ripe? Really? I don't know if ladies like that.
Go figure it out there, Putty.
Are you giving any words to the ladies? All I hear is, yeah, get in there, go boy, and...
Some males are very amorous, and they're really good breeders and constant. They eat during breeding season, and they breed just about every time you put them in with a girl. And some males, they're new, they're young, or they're just not interested, or they go off of food too fast, and then you have to stop breeding them early.
Although they expect the snakes to breed, seeing them entwined is a welcome relief.
Yes, we've got a successful lockup here.
When snakes do it, they look like pretzels.
Perfect tail tie right there. They're in love and in coitus. And I do not want to be coitus interruptus.
Chores done, the guys return to Aerojet Road. A fresh snake trail has convinced them that Mother Burn's still in the area. Now they need visual confirmation.
Technology is amazing. Get this infrared camera.
No, these field cameras are great. They've got a like really highly sensitive motion and IR detector on them. So anything, this one's set to like 50 feet. So anything that moves in front of this camera in a 50-foot cone will trigger this thing to take it a digital image.
Where do you guys want to put it?
Basically, they're coming, right along this, almost along this mound right here, going right down into the water here, so probably this corner.
You got that hammer?
I think you need it.
Nope.
Well, we need to get a little lower than that, or is that low enough?
No, that's low enough because it pans out.
Oh, okay, it's a wide angle.
The whole sensor is a cone.
So it's a wide angle lens.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Now if somebody just doesn't run off with it, we're good.
It's got a lock on it. They'll never figure out they can just pick it up.
Now all the python hunters can do is wait and hope something big triggers it.
I found a live animal. These things are all over the place. When we're out picking apples in the fall, the farmers tell us that the more black on the caterpillars means the harsher the winter's gonna be.
Yeah. That's a lot of black.
We're in for a badass winter.
With a cold wind blowing, the guys are ready to turn tail when they spot something.
Michael!
Michael! Mikey! I got a dead boa. He's biting himself.
What do you got?
Dead boa.
Check this out, man. This wasn't here last time because we checked this pile.
And look, it's biting itself.
Wow.
This thing's cold. Feel this. It's like icy cold.
Yeah, it is.
Have you seen that before? As they start to die, they're going to death throes, they're lashing out and freaking out.
That's pretty sad.
The boa constrictor is another unwanted species. It can grow over 3 meters long and weigh over 27 kilos. Boas are rarely found in southern Florida. They come from tropical Central and South America, where they're tolerated around homes to control rat infestations.
Wow, that's not what I expected to find here.
No.
I'm looking for straight Burmese pythons.
Even if this snake were alive right now, and tonight it's supposed to be down to 32 or 33, it would make it.
Once you get into the interior North America, hardly any of this tropical stuff can survive. I mean, it doesn't have a chance.
Boa constrictors are popular collectibles in Florida. How this one arrived on Aerojet Road remains a mystery, but one thing's certain, it doesn't belong here. With the motion camera standing sentry, the guys head off for another green iguana hunt, this time at night.
All right.
Hunting by the moonlight. Check out that moon, boys.
Oh, that's beautiful. Hit those bushes.
Right here, right here.
Green iguanas are tree dwellers, They seldom come down except to mate, lay eggs, bask, and graze.
See it? That tree right there. Right there that he's on. Could have just moved in a little bit. See if we can get it from a different angle. Turn around, Greg. See if we can get it from a different light. There's one. There it is right there. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the one right there. So nose right up in there, and I'm gonna shake it out.
It's gonna jump.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna crawl up in there. It looks like a relatively slender tree.
Steep.
Oh, it just went. You got it? Get it!
I can't see it.
Here's the net, Greg, here's the net.
I don't see the lizard.
Did it almost hit you?
It came down over there.
In the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's load up and find another one.
A night hunt poses special challenges, but using lights to confuse the iguanas increase their chances of a capture.
Look right there. Back there.
Yep. Greg, spin it around. Whoa. She's awake. She's awake. She's moving.
Still there?
Yeah. It's moving. Get ready.
Okay.
It's moving.
Right.
It knows we're here.
Coming down.
Get it!
I get it. Got it.
Get it!
Yep.
Get up under it.
I got the tail.
You getting up under it?
Hold on. Yeah.
Gotta get the net out of there.
Yeah. Hold on. I got the back legs. Let me get. Got it.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet! Nice. Nice.
There we go. Look at the forearms on that thing. It looks like Popeye.
That is a pretty animal. That female is living fat and happy.
This iguana appears in excellent health, apart from one minor injury.
This tail regrows. The vertebrae in their tail will separate. The tail keeps wiggling, and the animal runs away. The tail keeps wiggling to keep whatever predator's after it, focuses on this tail wiggling, and the animal runs away. But you can definitely see with that break in the ridge exactly where it stops and goes out through with the regenerated tail.
Let's bag this beautiful thing up and keep motoring.
In Central America, green iguanas are hunted and eaten. People refer to them as tree chickens. But this lucky girl is nobody's dinner. She's going to become Greg's son Lane's new pet. Over at Michael's house, Greg's daughter Lexi is ready to pick a pet of her own. She wants a big monitor lizard, but there's lots of options to consider.
All of these are juveniles. None of these are adults, so they have lots of years of growing ahead of them. This is called a blue tree monitor. They have razor-sharp toes.
The best way not to get bit is to let them keep walking through your hand.
You sure you don't want to hold him? I'm sure. He's kind of cool.
If you're not comfortable, that's okay. We won't push it on you. This is a green tree monitor.
He looks fast.
And if he were mad, he would take the hind legs and he'd wrap them around my arm and he'd rake. And that hurts a lot.
Well, they look pretty fast and like they would claw you, and I don't want that.
Michael has 4 species of monitor lizard for Lexi to choose from.
See that? Yep, that's what gives them their name, is the peach throat. And these guys
Gonna bite
are
me.
prone to bite. Yeah.
If I get bit, I'll just scream. Okay, don't
Mom,
bite me.
if it bites you, I'm gonna laugh.
Lexi, I don't think we want this one.
I don't. I don't like that mouth.
Monitors can be frisky and aggressive. Lexi will need courage to own one.
There you go. Now you got him. Now let him go from hand to hand. Your hands. No.
Okay, if you can't deal with this, how
I'm afraid he's gonna pinch me with his nails or something.
He's not, baby.
There's only one monitor left in the box. For Lexi, it's now or never.
This is a baby black roughneck monitor. They have this beautiful little raptor-type face. These guys just hang out.
I like that lizard.
Now how big does that get?
They'll also get about 5 feet. It's a body about the size of an orange.
Right.
And 2.5 feet of body and another, 2.5 feet of tail.
Finally, Lexi chooses. Despite its name, the black roughneck monitor is quite gentle. Now, Greg needs to settle on a mellow price.
My question to you
is, what can you trade me?
How many ball pythons are these gonna cost me?
I don't know. I have to look at your list.
2 days have passed since the guys visited Aerojet Road. It's time to see if the mother berm was ready for her close-up.
See any tracks?
No. Let's see what we got in here, man.
They're about to see if something triggered the camera. Out here, it could be anything: a Florida panther, an American alligator, or even the mother berm.
A little blurry, I couldn't tell. All right, come back and check it out again.
A solitary crow wandering past the camera isn't what the python hunters were expecting.
Yes, that's python hunter.
You ready?
Yeah, we're ready to rock in this boat.
With no berm to boast about, the guys set their sights on a different target, the invasive Nile monitor lizard.
Let's go.
The hunters usually need net guns to bag them. But with the cold weather slowing the lizards down, the guys think they have a good chance of catching the big Niles bare-handed.
The first big male we saw was right there, right in that opening. Yeah, big male. I got nothing.
Anybody see him?
No.
I think he went down in a hole.
Oh, we've got a Nile monitor right there.
Straight on that log.
Headlamps. Head.
His head's going that way.
Great.
That's gonna be a hard catch. Oh, he's moving. No, he's slinking into the bushes. No, he's coming back down towards us.
Hey, we gotta move.
Well, let's get up there. We can get maybe we can get a hand on that tail.
Yeah, I got a tail.
You got a tail?
Yeah. This right here, there you go, there you go. You know, there, he's coming, there, hold on. Hold on. Oh, he got me. Hold it. I got him. Oh, he's got a plastic thing around his neck, trash. Look at that.
What is that?
God, look at that.
Look at it, it's cutting into the flesh right here.
Hang on, I got a Leatherman here. Somebody wants to grab that. We can get it off there.
That would suffocate him at some point and cut off the blood flow to his head.
The native wildlife gets that stuff wrapped around their necks, too. I think that hurts. You hear me went like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sure it feels better to have that off.
And you know they eat prey, which they gulp it down and expand that gular sac, that throat, but he couldn't do that. He basically had a collar on his neck that couldn't expand.
He probably had to spit out a number of prey items that he tried to swallow that he just couldn't get down. People thought we were just python hunters.
We're lizard catchers, lizard diggers.
You name it, man.
Although they saved this Nile from a slow, painful death, its fate is sealed by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission. Authorities must find invasives new homes or euthanize them. But with no takers for this wily Nile, Sean does the next best thing. He donates its body to science. Back at his lab, Sean and wife Jen perform a necropsy.
Maybe if it's a male, typical, they smell worse.
Has some fat, been eating something.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have as much mass to it.
It's much thinner.
At least she is eating, even with that constriction on her neck. I bet she's had that around her neck for more than a year or so.
Right, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
she's grown into it. It could be 2 years, 3 years.
The plastic ring made it impossible for the Nile to swallow substantial prey.
So we find a cricket leg, a cricket head, and if I was this big animal, that's not very much mass, very much food to eat.
Yeah, that's not nutrient-rich prey item.
Sean documents the necropsy for his research on invasive species, and then for comparison, brings in another Nile which was feeding normally. He wants to know what these cunning predators typically feed on.
I think we got a stomach full. Look at this. It ate recently. You want to do the honors, or?
No, go ahead.
I got it. I like it. Let's see what we got. Eggs. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Nothing but eggs. Oh, yeah. And now, what does that exact size and shape of egg remind you of what we have here?
Iguanas.
Iguanas.
Yeah.
4, 5, 14, 15, 16, 17 green iguana eggs. The big problem for me on these is the American crocodile because of this right here. My concern is that these things, being egg eaters, will go in and they will depredate the nest of the American crocodile and wipe out the new generations.
The necropsy provides Sean with valuable new information. Nile monitors are eating the eggs of another of Florida's invasive reptiles, the green iguana. But elsewhere in his facility, the news isn't good. Sean's beloved python is clinging to life in intensive care. Fluffy is seriously ill.
He just doesn't seem to be getting any better.
Poor Fluff. 23 years old, got an upper respiratory. This guy is producing, look at this, producing massive amounts of mucus. They've got to hack it up. They've got to bring it up, you know? And, but you look at this and it's nasty.
It's horrible.
Upper respiratory infections are common in old birds like Fluffy. Cold and wet weather are often to blame. Bacteria's filling his lungs and he's not responding to Sean's treatments. Losing Fluffy would be a huge blow.
This animal is, has been utilized for massive numbers of educational presentations and, you know, to educate kids. He's had thousands of kids, you know, that have learned from him. And who do we use as a replacement? Who do we use for an animal to bring out and educate kids with and get people connected to it in a tactile, you know, personal manner?
As many animals as get dropped here, eventually someone will drop one that's a well-behaved Burmese that we could trust, you know, around kids and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, because
I hear you.
I don't know.
You know, it sucks. It sucks that his final reward is that he gets old and his immune system gets depressed, and then, you know, ultimately we probably have to put him down.
Right. I know, but he's like a part of our family.
It's about quality of life.
For Fluffy, only time will tell. Refusing to give up their search for the mother berm, the hunters return to Aerojet Road. They're determined to stem the tide of fresh hatchlings before next year. If the cold doesn't kill her, the guys want to be sure she's either dead, captured, or removed. They're back at the abandoned fish farm and discover demolition underway.
There was all kinds of debris and stuff piled up there. Well, they may have loaded up a berm or two in those dumpsters.
And just the vibrations alone from this equipment is enough to displace, you know, a big animal.
So if she's still alive, she's gonna have to either push out in the glades or find something close by.
Crews are working to restore the land back to nature.
Hey, boss, how you doing? All right, how you doing? Not too bad. Hey, we're out here, we work with FWC and that, looking for pythons. You haven't seen any?
Yeah, a little baby one.
Baby?
About 1.5 foot. I let him go.
Really? You haven't seen any larger ones?
No, guy was out here the other day, said he killed like a 9-footer across the street.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right? So just a baby.
Is that what y'all out here doing, hunting snakes?
Hunting pythons,
yeah,
that's right.
Y'all got any yet?
Yeah, we've gotten quite a few off this area. We know there's a big female out here, which is what we were kind of looking, and we know she's in this area because 2 years in a row we found hatchlings up and down this area right here.
Yeah, it's probably one of her babies I found.
Where did you find that little hatchling?
Right here where this track over here.
Really, right where this old trailer sat?
Yeah, it was in the pile. I picked it up and I seen it hanging down from my box and I pulled him out.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy. So yeah, I mean, we found hatchlings right here before, 2 years in a row.
How big is it, you know?
There's a lot of alligator drags and there's a big python crawl. And just from that crawl alone, she's pretty substantial.
Probably 12 to 15 feet at least.
Big girl. Thanks for the info. We just thought we'd see what you knew.
Yeah, if y'all catch one, man, bring it by. I want to see it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let you know.
Yeah, no problem.
Take care.
Thanks.
In the next 50 years, it's estimated Florida's population growth could displace as much as 3 million hectares of forest and wetlands. Turning old facilities like these back into green areas is a welcome sight. But demolition can scare off snakes.
You know, that big female could have got pushed into here. There's a lot of cover.
Yeah, I mean, with all the construction going on around here, I mean, this would be one of the last places of dense cover for.
Where are you hiding, Big Mama?
Anything?
No.
All right, well, let's keep looking. I mean, these guys have got this cleared, so ain't gonna find anything right here.
After searching the remaining habitat for anything they can tie to mother berm, the guys return to check their camera before a severe thunderstorm washes it away.
I guess it's my turn, huh?
Yeah, check it out, man. Let's see what we got.
Lots of birds. Birds are keeping us busy.
Well, we do know that we've got at least 2 years worth of babies from one big girl.
I'm curious to see if we've got a monster here.
Oh, well, back to the snake hunts.
To capture the mother berm, the hunters have one final option: to take their search to its deepest level yet, underground.
Look at this cavity. Hey, this burrow over here would actually be really good for that cam.
Okay, we're recording. So this looks like it might be a snake hole?
No, yeah, it looks
Oh,
it looks
wow,
like
that's a big old cavern.
Well, not only that is, all the other ones around here have all this down and dead cane and grass and everything around it. This one's clear. Something's moving in and out of this thing.
There's no cobwebs or anything in there.
No, I know. It's
Poking around in burrows is risky business. Venomous diamondback rattlers could lurk in places like this.
To the right.
My right or the camera right?
Camera right. Straight ahead. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, another cavern there. Well, that's a great place for something to hide.
The corner of this rock right here is 83 degrees right off the corner of that rock. We come right in here to this shaded area. We've got 47, 46 degrees. Well, the problem is if they take cover to get in there in that dark area during the night to cover down, are they gonna have enough warmth and energy to get back out to that sun, that area that's 83 degrees?
People don't understand. They say, well, if a native snake or lizard can survive this temperature, why can't an invasive tropical? And the answer is they have not evolved with the instincts and mechanism to seek out cover from the cold. They don't know what cold is.
All right, man, that's the last place we saw some sign of a big Burmese python.
They head back to the land bridge in hopes of picking up more clues.
More gator drags. Gator drags, but nothing else. Some old ones.
I'll be real surprised if we find another python slide here.
Fresh gator slides, 2 of them real new.
This one right here is real recent. Oh, check these footprints out right here.
Oh, 2 nice ones right there, look at that.
On either side of that slide. And then you got them going back into the water here. 4 toes there, the heel comes all the way back to here. That's a good-sized gator.
Yeah, these are perfect. That old track from that Burmese we found, she's moving back and forth over the same exact land mass into the same water as these gators. She's playing Russian roulette.
Warm, she hangs out in that same area. She's gonna be spaghetti.
We're gonna find her in a gator turd.
It really doesn't matter if we get rid of her, Mother Nature gets rid of her with the cold, or if one of these gators grabs a hold of her, as long as she's not around next year to make babies.
Now, all that stands between a happy ending for Aerojet Road and closing the case on Mother Berm is a body, dead or alive. If they can't find a berm corpse, the hunters will need to find something else. The big gator that left its track on the land bridge next to the berms. That's the only Everglades predator big enough and strong enough to have killed and eaten the mother berm.
That's a true python hunter right there. And
For these canals, I've never seen anything this big right here. That's a berm killer. That's what that is.
That's the berm killer here.
He's gargantuan.
Oh, yeah. Look at the gut on that thing. Berms are spaghetti to that.
Greg's certain the mother berm lost her turf battle to this large predator.
You know, you talked about these berms. They swim on the water, they're dinner. They swim under the water, they're dinner. They don't have a choice, man. I mean, something like that, there's not a berm alive that is gonna take that down. Talk about vigilante. He's got 24/7 watch out here. You know, we come out here, when we get out here, he's watching these canals. Anything moves on this canal, he knows it.
It's hard to compete with an animal so efficient as a gator when we're hunting python.
That's all right. I don't mind the help.